you going? It's LadyChann rep none less, and welcome to Come Box with Chan. Wow, that banner is like, no, bitch, we were not. Yeah, the banner was trying to overdo me, wasn't it? LadyChann is in the building. No, I said I'll be, catering, doing some lives for people that are up a little earlier, whether they be in the UK or if they be in the USA and just a bit earlier in the UK. So who have we got in the building? So have I got is this pinned? 1 second. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. Pinned. 1 second. Let me have a look. Yeah. So the it is pinned. So the link is pinned. So we have Eric Gomes in the building. Or Gomez or Gomes. Bomb Squad is in the building for sure. All right, little more lighting on you, girl. Yeah, because it's daytime. Daytime lighting is really different. What you got to do. So we got Bomb Squad in the building. Welcome again, Eric. You know we love Bomb Squad, even though sometimes we do call it Bomb Squad, but yeah, no, or Twerk Squad. We with you. We work with you. You a good guy, and not everyone is fanboys of any fighter. They just have preferences. So we good. Golden Mike is in the building. Living your life like it's golden. Are you living your life like it's golden? Chirac is in the building. Is that what up, though? Outlaw Boxing in the building. My brother is in the building. So we're going to be talking about Anthony Joshua. A bitch broke the news and everybody's slow to follow. You know why? Because they are looking and they're like, where is it? Where did she get it from? It can't be. It's not. We can't see it anywhere. Just because you can't see it anywhere doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They've gone on Google. They've looked. Guys, break the motherfucking news. I've broken it yesterday. I've seen maybe 2 content creators talk about it now, but the first person that follows suit, they can't say where they saw it from. Just say you saw it from LadyChann and keep it a buck. Yeah, say you saw it from LadyChann, keep it a trilly. Instead of saying, "Oh, Anthony Joshua," you don't, but you've got no source. You found it now. It's in the. Who broke it? Shan. But, my work is always gone. Unnoticed. It always happens. The bigger content creators take it, and then to them it's like it's breaking news, but a bitch already broke it. We found it on Google today. Okie dokie. So who's coming through like the motherfucking woo? So like we said, we have got I'll tell you who he's gone with. So he's gone with James Ali Bashir. Yeah. Or is it James Bashir Ali? Which way is it? I forget. James Bashir Ali. James Ali Bashir. James Ali Bashir. I think it's James Ali Bashir. Let me just make sure. Because this guy, shout out to you, Jedster, because you did say that months ago that, Anthony Joshua should, James Ali Bashir. You said he should go with him ages ago. You did. And that was one of the people, because he's already trained Anthony Joshua for the Klitschko fight. And I see, Malcolm Marcel, he was saying, no, that's not a good choice then, because that's when many people think that the AJ that we know now isn't the same AJ. In my opinion, there was a little slight difference, but it was still, we still had the dog in the Klitschko fight, and he pulled the cat out of the bag essentially, didn't he? So James Ali Bashir also trained Oleksandr Usyk, And for some reason, he was mysteriously let go of via email. Like, yeah, we don't want your services anymore. Goodbye. I don't know if there was a thank you at the end of that fucking email. I have no clue. But they let him go. James Ali Bashir. Let me just make sure. Manuel Stewart. Kronk. Right. Let me just pull up some stuff. Let me show you about James Ali Bashir. Let me just pull up some about the good brother. James Ali. Here's his wiki. Here's his Wikipedia. So let's share. Let's get that. Swat boxing in the building. You know, everybody, you're welcome on the panel, by the way. So, Jano. The link is pinned to the Chiggity chat. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Skywalker. So is Wiki. And there's his box rec as well. An American boxing trainer, Bashir trained and served as an assistant under the tutelage of the great Emmanuel Stewart. For 17 years out of the famous Kronk gym, Bashir has trained notable heavyweights Vladimir Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, Shannon Briggs, Eddie Chambers, and most recently, Bashir trained Oleksandr Usyk to win the undisputed cruiserweight championship of the motherfucking world out here. Okay? Okay, looks a bit small. What was it to let me zoom it. Sorry guys, because that is mad small. Okay, so there we go. There we are. So he was born 7th of August. That makes him a Leo. 7th of August 1951. He's 70 years old. Born in Newark, New Jersey. Big up my New Jersey crew. Other names, Bash, obviously citizen of the United States. Estados Unidos. Yeah, so these are the notable names. You know, Lennox Lewis, Klitschko, Shannon Briggs, Usyk, AJ before. This is about his life and career. It's straight up impressivo. It's impressive. And this is going to be a fucking great partnership, if I don't say so, my little old self, eh? James Ali Bashir is in the building. So, let's see. I want people to come on, get your asses on the panel. Oh yeah, if you want to find me, Instagram and Twitter. I haven't got my email address there. Maybe I should. I don't know, because sometimes you get the mad lot, and then your Twitter, your emails just stacked up. Yeah, he's from Jersey, like Lisa in the building. So, what have you got to say? By the way, let me blow this up because the bitch's eyesight ain't the best as it used to be. BWTM Sports broke this story first yesterday via Bashir. Yeah, I know. So I got privy to see that. So shouts out to the person that gave me that to allow me to see that, and that's how I knew it was certified. Because if he was wondering if you credited his channel after using him as a source. Oh, did I credit him as using him as a source? No, because he wasn't my source. I had a source that told me, and the source may be sourced from him. So he wasn't my direct source. He was my secondary source, but my primary source wasn't him. So shouts out to BWTM in the build, Mr. Boxing today. Ingram. Shout I'm too busy. Yeah. So I'm a night man. Shout I'm too busy with the missus. She will kill me if I go on any live. She goes on. She goes. You do so much. How do you have so much time for boxing? I know. Well, we don't want any fallouts. We don't want any divorces. We don't want any breakups. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. It's so nice outside as well. Do you know what? I was like, I've checked out the weather and I've seen that we got a few days now where it's going to be warm. So I will be outside, but Work is also very muy importante. Schwab boxing. Baby Sham Wagwan. Schwab, you better stop typing, you know. Yeah, you found it on Google. So that means, why hasn't AJ came out and said it himself? Why? I'm wondering why he does, because the picture that I've used on the thumbnail is them together yesterday, or I think the day before. So that is that picture verifies them together. Bashir, he flew in from the States to join AJ. I'm not sure when this probably was just a text. They've worked together before, just come in, and maybe he flew under the radar before and came in, because we had Ronnie Shields, who'll be on the show next week, Wednesday, and he flew into the UK incognito, more or less, and just to see what's up. And I wonder why. Well, I get why AJ's made this choice, actually, because you've trained the man. He's trained the man that's beat him. If you remember, Lennox Lewis was beaten by Oliver McCall, and then who was trained by Manuel Stewart. So what happened is Lennox Lewis sacked his trainer, hired Manuel Stewart, and then fought, I think, 3, maybe 4 tune-up fights, and then fought under Manuel Stewart, and then fought and rematched McCall and beat his ass, you know. So it looks like AJ's taken. Would you say AJ's taken a little bit from the book of Lennox Lewis? Like, you've kind of fired your team, hired the guy, the guy that's beat you, his ex-trainer. You've hired him. So, you know, so you got Tyson Fury, Kronk, but look, now it's like this, Kronk. But now, because, no disrespect, Javon Sugar Hill hasn't had any notable people that he's trained, and definitely not even from the ground up, and definitely not at elite level. I wouldn't put Tyson Fury in the level of Lennox Lewis, but I'll put him in the bracket because he beat Klitschko. If we want to say he's old, then we have to say it's old because AJ beat him. If you want to say it's good win, it's a good win when AJ beat him. Pick which one you want to go with. But yeah, it's a different crop. To be honest, do you know what I mean? It's a different crop. Ambu is in the building. What have you got to say, Ambu? I need to blow this up because I bitch be blind. Goddamn shit, son. Love Eyes, not just a top tier MC and boxing queen. You killing them out here. Trying to not murder anyone. I want to go to jail, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm joking. I just get a little shy when complimented, but I massively appreciate it. Thank you, Ambu. And you've been rocking with a BITCH for a little minute. Like, I've seen you jump on board. Yeah, I know he's. Yeah. He's on. He's on every other week. We get your gusto. Milady, late show 42, Lion in the Kizzy camp. Milady, morning show now. Big up new cam too. Looks good. No new cam. Just same cam. It's just laptop. Same laptop. Nothing new. Maybe it looks different because we're in daytime with assisted lights. But no new cam. Thank you for joining. And yes, it is the morning where you are. Bashir is with AJ and Fitchy right now. Fernandez will be taking a step back if this is to work. Finally, a world-class trainer on board. Yeah, finally. And I from Eddie Hearn, he did kind of allude to the fact that there would be additions, because I think people were obviously disappointed that it was when he said, but AJ's quite crafty, because you have to read in between the lines of him, you know, when asked, oh, you know, who you training with now? Oh, I'm training with Angel. Yeah, angels this, angels that. Technically, he wasn't lying, but he didn't offer the information that I'm adding to the camp. And Eddie Hearn, he has to. I was watching some bits and pieces, and I knew, and Eddie Hearn was alluding to the fact, like, yeah, there may be some additions in camp, So, Outlaw, where are you? I thought you was coming on. I thought you was coming on to rock and say your piece, because you actually called it. You did call it. You did call it. Everybody's eating ice creams right now. I got some Haagen-Dazs in the fridge. I do want some. So anyway, sorry, I digress. So yeah, that's where we're at now, and I just want to see, do you guys' opinion? What do you guys think is this a good move? Do you guys Usyk was like a son to me. Yeah, I know. I don't know why they just fobbed him off. I just want to see you guys' opinion on this. So let a bitch know. Is this a good move? Is this a bad move? Why wasn't we thinking about this? Like, really, his name wasn't really popping up. He's kind of like the last crop under like the Hall of Famer trainers, like in, what we know. Manuel Stewart, rest in peace. I'm so glad that his teachings are still like trickling down, and even though even to his nephew, but there ain't nothing like the originators, the original people, and Bashir is one of them. Under the tutelage of that, so he got tutored by Manuel Stewart. So you can't really go wrong. You can't say Javon got tutored by Manuel Stewart. Yeah, as a kid, he probably turned up at the gym a couple of times, but Javon Sugar Hill, his career was a police officer, so he wasn't really in the boxing as such. These guys, this is the gusto here. Yeah, he trained Usyk for 3 years. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. Are we not talking? Are we not talking about boxing? Would have been better if it happened in 2021. Everything happens when it happens. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been better if this had happened. If I wonder why he didn't keep him. I wonder why AJ didn't keep Bashir, like, from the Klitschko days. Like, I wonder what made him say, "No, this isn't the thing, Shun." Because then you gave your trainer future reign to actually train someone else to really kind of beat you. So yeah, he is with Bashir. He is with James Ali Bashir. TJ, King TJ in the building. Yeah. So what do you think about that, TJ? TJ all day. I know we got AJ all day. I can't call you TJ all day. I can't give you someone else's name. It's King TJ. Yeah, hit those likes. Subscribe. Okay, so we know now. Listen, I reported. So we know now, right, that really and truly, this Joe Joyce shit has gone out of the window, right? This is not happening because it went a bit silent. And according to Frank Warren, they was talking to Eddie Hearn. Well, he hit up Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's just ceased to reply now because it's like, we don't need you. But then we had Clemus come out and say, let's go to his, shall we go to his Twitter? Because let's check Twitter. What's going on Twitter anyway? Let's have a look. Skywalker. Twitter, Twitter. He is I and I am him. Twitter, Twitter. Where's my forward slash? There it is. There the girl goes. Let's just Miss Dundam Season. All right, so let me. I know I'm a bit crazy. I know. My apologies. Let's share this. God damn, I hate when you get this no caller, like you don't know who you are. Hang on 1 second, Giz Eyes. Okie dokes. Okay. Let's share. Let's have a look on what's going on Twitter. Twitter. She is I and I am her. Twitter, that, Twitter. So, yo, all right then. Let's have a look, yeah? There's us. We're here in the building, so that's gone on my Twitter. So, who's talking on Twitter? Twitter, that, the Twitter. Okay, shouts out to London's Run Boxing. He did shout me out on the breaking news. I forgot to on the desktop. It's so there we go. We've got to go to the own page. It's calm and serene in the build, is it? Let's have a look at what because Mike Coppinger has been wow, he looks like his grandfather badly. Wow, it's amazing, handsome. Let's go to Mike Coppinger's been blasted by Clemus because of saying that Oleksandr Usyk, stay away from my fighters. Now, I would imagine that Usyk is coming back. Okay, so let's see. 15 hours ago, has he said anything new? Still says ESPN story on Oleksandr Usyk pushing forward with Anthony Joshua heavyweight title rematch this summer. Joshua was prepared to take interim fight. Usyk didn't need permission to leave Ukraine due to exception for parent of 3. I don't know what that means. Should I want to ask? But then we had Clemus come out and say, let's go to Clemus. What was his one? Because this Clemus, because he was like, there he is. Aegis Clemus. Aegis. This is what he said. Let me tell you something, smartass. Oh, so did he reply after? Okay, so he said, let me tell you something, smartass. First of all, Usyk does not need special, that's not his accent, I know, does not need special permission to leave the country. Maybe I should change accent. Let's start again. Let me tell you something, smartass. First of all, Usyk does not need special permission to leave country as he is father of 3 children. It's Ukrainian law. Before you post anything, check first. Oh, okay, so Ukrainian law is like, if you got 3 kids, you can get the hell on out. Wow, that's a different one. And then he said over here, when Mike Coppinger first said it, he said, you motherfucker need to stop posting fake news about my fighters. I am telling you, stay away from all my fighters. I don't know. that since then, we've had no talk from old Coppinger. No talk at all. So that's very strange. Yeah, stop sharing. He got told. He got well and told, didn't he? So I don't know if we want to... That means Usyk's coming to fight. So this leads to another question. Who's there? You guys are... that accent is crazy. It is crazy. I don't know how to do a Ruski accent. A Ruski. Oh, did the sound come on when I shared? Did it came on? Well, you saw. Hopefully it did. Did it come off when I shared? You did hear me. Virtuoso in the building. What up, Del? So you can see the keep that accent. It's not too bad. Ruski. No way. It's actually Ukrainian, actually. So yeah, which is maybe to our ears, it may sound similar to a Russian accent, but obviously if you're from there, you can tell where if you're Russian or like with anywhere, Russian or Ukrainian. So it looks like there's a problem in the building with Clemus. It was like, does he not want to announce that AJ is the next fight? What's the problem? Because Eddie Hearn was definitely putting fire underneath their asses. Like, yo, dude, like, you either, are we gonna fight, or is AJ gonna have to do an interim fight? Which one are we doing? And do you think Usyk? Because then we're gonna see the we don't want any what's the word? We don't want any excuses. This is still going to be a massively hard fight for Usyk, obviously. Massively hard fight for Usyk. Massively hard fight for AJ. Nothing changes. But I was thinking, maybe, I don't think he was on the front line, but maybe he's seen some not so nice things, right? And this could either be good for him in the fight that he's just beast mode activated. Like, he could just be a beast now. He could just be a fucking beast now, right? Or all the stuff that he's seen that's traumatized, that could have traumatized him, right? Yes, it's very similar accent. Yeah, thank you, David Nicholas. It's really hard language to learn. It's one of the hardest languages. But or it could put him in a thing where it goes against him, and the which strap is this bit? It goes against him, and it makes him not as a good fighter. What do you reckon? Fighting that dirty pig. What do you think? Do you think this is because we don't want any excuses? If Anthony Joshua beats him, we don't want to hear, oh, but he was in the war and he didn't have time to train. Or it could be both ways. Like, I think Usyk is such a mentally fucking strong person. He's like formidable. I think he will use this, and he's very spiritual, and he's in tune with the Most High. As I was reading watching his story, to be honest, and born on the same day as Muhammad Ali, I feel that he will use this war as a fuel to definitely go super duper extra hard. And with that, man, AJ's got a fight on his hands, mate. Because, yeah, if you've seen some horrible things, and Usyk is very patriotic, he's going to want to create even more. This adds to his legacy. Like, you know, like when we speak about Muhammad Ali, right? And we put about him turning down fighting in the Vietnam War, and him being stripped, and the adversity that he faced, and this, that, and the other. It's a part of his whole entire story, right? This is a part of Usyk's story, and it's a story that is like, this is his history. This is boxing history. Like, not many fighters are going to be able to have this as a part of their package, as a part of their, on their, when our kids and our kids' kids and their kids Google or whatever it is at the time to source information, this will come up about Oleksandr Usyk, you know. AJ knocks Usyk out, and here comes the stories. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are LadyChann. Where's the two ends? Where is the two ends? Rahawar Kokomo. Where's the two ends? Imagine if I didn't give you 3 H's in your name. You'd be upset, wouldn't you? You would. LadyChann, I am supposed to be taking a nap, but you are so gorgeous. I must listen to you. The heck with the nap. Fuck a nap. Get a nap. Thank you very much. Who needs a nap? We can always nap whenever we want to nap. You know, who cares? But thank you for tuning in. Giving me precedence over your nap. It's massively appreciated. So yeah, so guys, but we can't have everything we want, right? No, we can't. My lunch is almost here. Love you. Blessings, Queen. Love you too, TJ. I'm just sourcing that. Lisa Bales, my sister in the building. Where are you, girl? You got anything to say? Jump on if you want, so we can hear your point of view I'd love to hear your point of view. Virtuoso, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, Virtuoso, what's your point of view? Why are you guys shy all of a sudden? Why are you shy? I want to hear your points of view on the panel. On the panel. On the motherfucking panel. I know it's early for some of y'all. You know, you've got to have your coffee. No, it weren't my mum on the phone. No, it wasn't. It weren't. So yeah. So are we going to be using this? Is this well, CHANN, the leader of Ukraine didn't run either. Let's see what he said. Hang on. Slim Reaper in the building. My guy. Well said, CHANN. The leader of Ukraine didn't run either. No, he didn't. Not like the last one. If Usyk could win, this would lift the whole country. Would it though? Would it? While your country's in war, does a victory make a difference to somewhere that there's a lot of casualties of war? What can I say? Does it make... Can you celebrate in somewhere where it's, like, to be honest, it's just war torn and it's horrid? Like, how much is this win a win for Ukraine in the current settings, in the current circumstance? If it's not really you're not in a comfortable place to be able to celebrate. Do you understand what I mean? We got I'm introducing Shell King Moore. What up, Shell?
Hey, Chan, what's up?
Everything and nothing. You know how it goes.
So,
Tell me.
It's looking like maybe Usyk took the bait, huh?
In what do you mean, bait? By saying, oh, if you don't turn up now, you end up getting...
I'm saying, we don't know. That's why Clemus was so upset, I guess, because maybe Usyk took the same route that Loma did. We don't know what he did, but Coppinger's reporting that he did this and he did that, and that's irresponsible.
You know how Coppinger is, though. Sometimes I think he's usually right more times than he's wrong. I give the dude that. I can't say that he's always wrong. He's right a lot of the times. And I don't... Do you think he's wrong in this instance? Do you think that Usyk hasn't left? Do you think that Coppinger would just make this up if he didn't have some kind of credible, reliable source? Because it is a sensitive issue. So do you think he would just go out there and jump out the window and go, yeah, Usyk's coming back?
No, I think he probably heard it from somewhere that he probably trusts. But what all Clemus is saying is let Usyk speak for himself. Don't speak for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is big boy time now. This is when you're the heavyweight champion of the world, like, welcome to AJ's world. Privacy goes out the building. Like, Usyk's been so used to being a low-key geezer, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you are the unified heavyweight champion of the world. It's not like that anymore where things are quiet. People are going to dig out and air things out. That's how it goes.
Hold on 1 second, Chan. I got doggy issues.
Okay. Yeah. So when you're in this type of situation, guys, you can't ask for privacy is not at your beck and call, I'm afraid. You're an all-star elite athlete, unified heavyweight champion of the world. You know, you can't... Oh, look at the doggies. Oh, I love animals. Oh gosh, how many do you got? 5? That's a lot of dogs.
Yeah,
I can't. How many dogs have you got? 5?
2.
Yeah, but there was more there.
No, it's just 2.
No, there was more than 2 there.
Look.
Dude, there was one that looked like a little mini pit. There was one that was him. Yeah. There was another little two other than that. You must be doggy sitting and don't realize. Yeah, there was that one. And then wasn't there another one? Oh.
That's
I
it.
saw I saw four. But anyway. I saw four. I saw foul. So yeah, so Mike Coppedge's been pretty much quiet since that. Oh, you're having technical
Yeah,
issues.
I think he got the information from somebody, but I think he should let that man speak for himself.
Well, he's not spoken since. I mean, Usyk's not said a word. Let me have a look. Has Usyk said anything recently? Let me have a look. Has he even tweeted or said like, listen, this is incorrect? I'm introducing LadyChann. What up, though?
Sources say
Du-du-du-du-du.
sources say Mike Carpenter is a piece of shit, lying cock smoker. That's about what sources say.
I don't know. Because if it comes out that he was right, what's everyone gonna say?
Well, you know what? His track record speaks for itself, and it's not good. And that's all I gotta say, really. His track record speaks for itself. Even if he was right, You can't blame people for doubting every word he says.
Yeah, I know. ESPN, why have they got him there then? If he's gonna be more of a detrimental person to have there than an instrumental person to have there.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to get his sourcing correct. I'm trying to find. Usyk got a. Yeah, he do got a Twitter. Let me just follow him. Actually,
Yeah, you didn't have his Twitter. I had his Twitter already.
yeah, I've got it. Hands off Ukraine. We have created. Okay, that was just seen when there was the last tweet. The last tweet was 12th of March. So he's got T-shirts that he's selling product. Oh God. Do you think this is the time to be doing that, Usyk? Like, really? Like, is that like gonna help in any way? Hands off Ukraine. We have created a limited apparel line to support Ukrainians who are in danger and in need of emergency assistance. Oh, okay, so he's doing it to raise money. Yeah. All profits will be donated. And you can support that, guys, at represent, REPRESENT.com. I'll put it up. Hang on, let me type it up. If anybody wants to, donate. Let's get this right. Represent.com /store/Ukraine. So what do you think about Anthony Joshua's coach?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. I think it was the right move, and I think he's looking to counter Usyk's style, and I think this coach is the one that's going to be able to help him do it. Told you
Yeah.
I told you he's willing to learn. People keep saying he's done. Yeah, right. Go ahead, keep saying that shit. Keep
He's
saying
done
that shit.
it.
Watch him surprise people. When he surprises everyone, then they're gonna be all on his dick again.
I know. You know how it goes, Jed. That's exactly how it's going to go. They did this to him with Andy Ruiz. Oh, he's done. As soon as he won. But.
Yeah.
Dick suck, dick suck, dick suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these channels are gonna be all again. Just like
Yeah, it's going to be that. Definitely going to be that. Definitely. That president. Why is people saying stuff like that? I can see people slandering the president. Guys, well, that's where you can go and support. Sounds like a disgrace to me leaving a. Oh, so you think. So, Kay Causey, so you think it's a disgrace like leaving the war? What do. Like. Shelton, Jed, what is your thoughts on why people like it's kind of like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? He stays in the war. Oh, he doesn't want to be a fighter. He's holding up the division. He leaves the war. Oh, he's a coward. Like, dude, like, what is it?
You're not gonna make everybody
Because people
happy.
are selfish.
Yeah, you're not gonna make
People
it.
want what they want, you know. And if you don't do what they think you ought to be doing, then you're fucked up in
Then
some kind of way.
yeah,
And you got to remember, this is the information age. So one tweet gets out there, just one tweet gets out there from somebody, and millions of people can see it. And if some agree or some don't disagree, and that's how it is. It's not like before.
yeah,
This information age is just, I don't know. People don't know how to deal with it. People don't
yeah,
know how
but
to use it.
but like Kate Causey saying, sounds like a disgrace to me leaving the war. Why is it a disgrace? If you was in that war and you had your wife and your kids, Kay Causey, and you had the opportunity to flee, or the opportunity or the misfortune for your house and your wife and your kids to be bombed and killed, uh, what one would you choose?
I know if my wife was over there, I would want to get my wife safe and get her out of there. I might go back and fight, but first things first, I'll get my family and everything out of there, make sure they're safe. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? You know?
That's what I don't understand.
My,
I'd like some Ukraine. If I've got anybody from the Ukraine that's on the live, I'd love to hear your opinion on what you guys think. You know,
and it's so easy, Lady Chan. Let me tell you something. It's so easy for people to judge without having to be. We have first world problems here in the United States. First world problems.
yeah,
Oh my God, my iPhone is not charged. Type of problems. All right.
correct.
Here, these people got third world problems. Where am I going to get water?
My
Where am
God.
I going? Where? How am I going to eat today? That type of stuff. You
Yeah,
know. And when you and somebody might die in front of you. When you see somebody die in front of you, that changes a person. If you're responsible for that person dying in front of you, that changes a person. So when I hear all these comments about this, that, and the other, and he's this and he's that because he's not fighting, or he's this and he's that because he is fighting. I look at those people like, okay, you suffer from first world fucking issues and that's it. You've never been in a mess. You've never been in a shit with anybody. You
yeah,
know, I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, that's not how that shit goes. And I don't wish that situation on anyone. Seeing death, being responsible for someone's death, you know, uh, nearly dying yourself, no, no. They don't know. They don't know, and they can't really comment. Again,
yeah.
first world
Yeah, that's
problem.
why I don't. That's why I don't try to explain it. You know what I'm saying? I've been I've been deployed 3 times to combat zone, so I understand what these guys are going through, and I keep trying to explain to people that they're not going to be the same people when they come back. They're going to be totally
Even if
different.
you're not on the front line.
Well, see, they're in the security battalion, from what I understand. But a security battalion means that if someone tries to come into your area, you got to defend it. So
Okay, got you.
war is war, combat is combat, and you see the people coming back from the front lines all mangled and disfigured,
Yeah,
and who
that,
knows what they have to, what they're going to have to do. So people who've never been to combat, and most of the people that we speak to online have never even been in the service, let alone combat. So they would never understand. That's why I don't try to explain it.
yeah. I like both of you two's opinion. AJR Day is in the building. What
Hey,
up,
hey,
Joe?
what up,
What's up,
though?
AJ?
What's
What's
up,
your
Sheldon?
opinion
Ken,
on
what's going on?
James Ali Bashir as AJ's new trainer? I know I didn't hear Shelton's. Shelton, did you give me your opinion on that as well? You guys give me your opinion on James Ali Bashir.
Well, I like it.
It's
I like it.
official.
I like it. It's a change. I like it. I like it. It looks like he's trying to change his mentality and change his style of fighting, because AJ needs to stop trying to be Muhammad Ali and go back to being a hybrid of Ali and Foreman. He needs to go back to being a come forward guy who uses his size and all his attributes to beat these guys. He can't.
Yeah,
He can't outbox Usyk.
he needs to be on Caleb Plant energy.
Yeah.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
That's what he
Yeah,
needs
he
to be
needs
on.
to come forward and try to knock these guys out.
You got a
needs to be on
super
that
chat
energy.
or a super sticker.
Oh yay! We got a super chat in the building. So guess what?
You got the upgrades coming in here now.
Oh, nice. That's new. That's new.
Thank you. I think Bev should get two because she dropped a half a dub on a bitch, didn't she? So yet again, this is us from the UK. Thank you for your $9.99 super sticker, and it's got a woman jumping around. So from the UK to the USA, we say. Thank you so much, Bev. Massively appreciated, sis. Massively appreciate it. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing dandy. Haven't heard from you for a little while on in the comments, but I know you got a brilliant job and you are doing the damn thing. If there's anything that you could help with in shed some light, I know you in legalities, always feel free to either come on panel or drop some stuff in the chat. But thank you so much. AJ, so what do you think about this change?
It's interesting. It's interesting. James Allen is here is an interesting choice. I'm curious to see what he could do for AJ in the short time he has, especially if the rematch is in the summer. But I'm with Sheldon. I think that AJ just needs to go back to doing what's best for him and what worked for him before and what brought him success, just being a textbook boxer puncher and not so much as a boxer. Because we all saw how that panned out last time. So it's an interesting choice. I'm looking forward to see where that goes. I mean, but my question is he going to be the head coach or just is he going to play second fiddle to Angel Fernandez? That's just my question. So
yeah. So why is it? Look, you've got people here in the chat. Troy Graham said he's never heard of Joshua's new trainer. Man, that's bad on you, Troy, because you do have some. You know your knowledge, and you have some people on on your show on Major Key.
What I understand about this trainer is that first of all, he's been a while. He's been around for a while. All right.
Yeah.
And
long time.
Say again, AJ.
I'm saying he's been around for a long time.
Long time, man. I think since the 70s, man. I think.
Yeah, since 1975. And he was a boxer, I think, himself.
So my thing is that I think we might be seeing some more head movement from AJ. Literally, I think you're going to see some more head movement from AJ. But I think if he's going to try to help change the style specifically for Usyk fight, having studied the last fight between AJ and Usyk, I think this coach is going to get AJ to do some more head movement. Possibly do more lateral movement to come in from the side and hit the body and then come up with a hook. I think this is what AJ is going to need anyway to begin with.
Yeah, he does. Head movement, lateral movement, definitely keeping his head not on the line. It needs to stop. Yeah, because I noticed in the Usyk fight he had some head movement and that pretty much diminished after he got like a couple shots. And he didn't like it, and he kind of like shelled up, and then there was no more head movement, and it was just easier to hit, I guess. Yeah. Let me just say this. So, for people that don't know Bashir, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. So, Bashir was born in New York, New Jersey. After a short amateur boxing career as a fighter, Bashir became a professional boxing trainer in 1975. Bashir started working with undercard boxers in Muhammad Ali's training camps in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania. Here he trained the likes of Tim Witherspoon. So, Troy, you need to be getting up on game because I don't know why you don't know this. Former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and Donald Curry, former welterweight and junior welterweight world champion. Bashir was an assistant trainer under Emmanuel Stewart, helping Vladimir Klitschko to successfully defend the heavyweight championship of the world a record 18 consecutive title defenses behind Joe Lewis's 25 consecutive title defenses and Larry Holmes' 20 consecutive title defenses. During this reign in 2013, BoxRec rated Klitschko as the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I don't care what BoxRec says on that regards because I don't put heavyweights in pound for pound. So in 2016, after 3 years together, Bashir took Oleksandr Usyk to win the WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World. The two separated after a disagreement in camp between Bashir and Usyk's manager, Igor Klimas. Bashir currently trains decorated Ukrainian heavyweight prospect Vladislav Sirenko. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So he is Hall of Famer, Mr. Troy Graham.
So now, knowing who he helped train, go back and watch tapes of those fighters, you'll be able to get some sort of idea of what kind of influence he has on the fighters.
Yeah.
And what do these fighters have in common? They have head movement, lateral movement. Klitschko. Oh, damn, you know what? I really don't know Klitschko. That's the one I don't know. And I'm so sorry about that, but I was not in the boxing at that time.
Well, he got better after he went to Manuel Stewart.
Yeah, the same thing happened for Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, and Lennox Lewis. Go ahead, AJ. Tell him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's man. That's what I liked about Manny. It's like he really polished fighters and made them better. Because like Lennox Lewis, he was decent, but see what I liked about this is what I like about fighters in particular. It's like they'll hire the mastermind who kind of like because Lennox Lewis hired the mastermind that they gave him his first loss technically. Then he hired that guy and he made him much more better. And the same thing with after Klitschko lost to Lamont Brewster, he hired Manny and that was it. Because I think after that, a lot of people, even his brother, was saying he should retire.
Yeah, they was writing him off, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They completely wrote him off after that. But he came back and he dominated for damn near 10 years,
Yeah.
But you got to remember that great trainers are like great coaches in basketball or football. You don't train a guy to do stuff that he can't do. You take the attributes that he has and how to use them. That's what he did with Klitschko. You're big, you're long, you're stronger than everybody, so use that. A la push back, throw a shot, grab and hold, throw a shot.
Yeah, the same thing. I mean, it's like even with even with Manny, he taught like I don't think Lennox Lewis ever really used his jab before he got with before he got with Manny. I mean, after he got with Manny, his jab
best
was
jab
like
in the business.
Thank you. Boom. Exactly.
The best jab in the business. And do you think that this is the more? So, what would you say in comparison, Javon Sugar Hill, and comparison to James Ali Bashir? The difference. This is real crunk and real experience, right? Versus the one that's with Tyson Fury.
It's kind of funny because like you look at Xavier Miller, he was part of the he's with Dillian Whyte now as well. Yeah. So like all these guys were like a part of Crunk at one point, but it's like I'm probably wrong about this. Correct me if I'm wrong if anybody feels free, but like they're probably taking their own version of Crunk and making it their own and like doing their own thing with it and pretty much doing their own thing with it, more or less. You know what I mean? So it's like all three different types of like Crunk like styles per se. So
it may not even be Crunk. It may just be them under the umbrella of Crunk.
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing, but it's just they're giving it the label Crunk because of what of where they're training, or it doesn't necessarily mean that. Like I could go say I went to Detroit. Is it Detroit? Yeah.
Yeah, Crunk. That's where Crunk is based. Yes, where Crunk is based.
I went to Detroit, and I hung out with Javon for like 5-6 years. He was training people, and then I thought I'm going to train people. I could say I'm training on I'm Crunk, giving them Crunk training. No, I'm giving them LadyChann training by just using Crunk.
I mean, let's say you're doing Crunk, but you're also like implementing what you feel is
your
best
own shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know what that reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of right quick? Bruce Lee's martial arts style, Jeet Kune Do. it's
Yeah.
like he trained a lot of students that became masters. So like, you know, when they branched off to teach like other students, it's kind of like they're teaching Jeet Kune Do, but they're probably implementing their own things in it too as well.
Yup. Yup. So would you say that I think this level or version of Kronk, what Joshua's going to get from James Ali Bashir, is the undiluted form?
Oh yeah, I'd probably say so because he's a lot older and has been working with Manny a lot longer probably than anybody else has. So I'd agree with that. I mean, but the thing is, like, depending on when the rematch takes place, does he have enough time to implement all this stuff? You know what I mean? I mean, like, honestly, I just wish he'd have done this a long, long time ago because it's been like what a year and a half now, going to 7 months. Yeah, it's been a long time. You know, so
Joshua.
yeah. I mean, I kind of wish he would have made this move like a long time ago. You know, because like. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you guys now, I'm doubting his chances in the rematch. I mean, like, I'm hoping he wins. But I'm not entirely sure.
You got to understand something, bro. Why McCracken is going to teach him boxing, you know, straight up boxing, the fundamentals.
Oh, yeah.
That's what McCracken was when he fought. He was a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
AJ needs to learn how to use the attributes that he has. He's got size, he's got length, and he's got athleticism. So he needs to learn how to use that and impose that on other fighters. And that's what James Ali Bashir is going to teach him. That's the same thing that Emmanuel Stewart taught Lennox Lewis. Impose your will on these dudes. Come forward. You come forward behind the jab and beat these dudes up. And that's what we need to see from AJ. We haven't seen that from AJ since the Klitschko fight.
True. And Marcel Malcolm, he said that he feels that this is a letdown, that because the AJ that we saw at Klitschko wasn't a good enough AJ. So if that's who's training him again, that's a letdown. I don't agree. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think that the AJ that fought Klitschko is that version of AJ? Does that version of AJ beat Usyk?
He could, but he has to impose his will on.
I mean, but he's got to take chances. He's got to take chances. He's got to go after Usyk.
That version, I think, can beat Usyk.
I agree.
If you even go backwards and say the version of AJ that beat White, that version doesn't beat Usyk. The dog in him is but the technicalities. May not. No. You may gas out if you fought. He's got to take bits of it. Bits.
Because
we need the AJ that beat Ruiz. We need the AJ that beat Klitschko. We need the AJ that beat Povetkin. We need the AJ that beat Pulev. We need the AJ that beat Dillian Whyte. We need those AJs. And then, do you understand?
You got to look at the fact that I don't care what anybody says. Dillian Whyte's not as good as Klitschko, so.
But I'm just saying the mentality, the dog that he had.
Yeah, we just need that. We need that dog AJ that came forward. That's the guy we need, because if he tries to box with Usyk again, he's going to lose again.
He's going to have to box a little bit.
You don't try to outbox a master boxer. You don't do that. He's going to have to
box a little bit.
I'll be right back.
Because he's going to have to have maybe a round off where he needs to top up the gas tank.
Compose himself, maybe pace himself a bit.
Yeah, you're going to have to reset and be able to box just for that round.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, one thing that still sticks out in my mind, I mean, like y'all remember in the third round when AJ got caught and he was hurt bad? I thought he was about to get stopped the AJ Usyk fight. Remember the third round? He got caught in the third round with a Usyk left hook, and he got stunned bad. And I thought he was about to get stopped then. So, it's just that, like, his chin is also in question, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's decent, but it's not. Yeah.
For me, I think it's punch resistance that it's.
But yeah, maybe that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, because he's had a lot of shots that have been squared on him by hard.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He has.
And some of a couple of them he's gone down, got back up. A couple of others he's not even been down. Yeah, so
he took a Klitschko right hand, got up, and just weathered the storm there. So
and won. Yeah,
still won. Yep.
I think people question his chin just because of an equilibrium shot. which a lot of people would fuck up with. When you're getting punched in the temple, it's hard. Not you can't train to overcome that shot. It's just your brain is scrambled. Your brain's scrambled.
Yeah.
Everyone would react near enough that way once you get. It's a pressure point.
I just bring it up. I just bring it up because I'm just saying I just bring it up because in the third round when he got caught like that, it might have shook his confidence a bit. You know what I mean? I think it really did.
Yeah, it did. It shook his. I agree. It shook his confidence. It did. It shook his confidence, but this fan blowing too hard. It shook his confidence, but I don't know if for some people they say, "Oh, his chin's questionable," but I don't really question his chin, to be honest. I'd like to see how he fares in this fight.
But you know what, Chan? In my opinion, this slimmed down version of AJ needs to go also. Needs to come in about 245, 250.
He's bigger now, though, Shelton.
Yeah, he needs to come in like 245, 250.
Yeah,
ready
he's
to back.
bigger now. I'd say coming at about 248.
Yeah, something like that. 252.
Yeah, no more than 250.
You know, you got to be ready to bang and just, stop trying to be Muhammad Ali. You're not that. That's not you, bro.
Do you think he tries to be Muhammad Ali? I don't.
He tries to box. He boxed Pulev. He's tried to box Usyk. He's been boxing everything. He can, but you can outbox Andy Ruiz. Yes. You can outbox Kubrat Pulev. Yes. You could probably even outbox a Dillian Whyte. You got to Oleksandr Usyk. None of these heavyweights are.
Fury, no, not Oleksandr Usyk. But just because you can't outbox Oleksandr Usyk doesn't mean that you're not a good boxer.
No, I didn't say he wasn't a good boxer. He's just not a good enough boxer to outbox him. You got to fight that guy.
And I think that's what he's going to do. But to say that he thinks he's Muhammad Ali, I don't think he thinks he's Muhammad Ali.
What he's been doing. I'm saying that's what he's been doing the last couple of fights.
Muhammad Ali didn't have the dog like Muhammad Ali had dog, but Muhammad Ali wasn't a person that just came and just had one punch power or two punch power.
No, but see, Muhammad Ali had the difference.
Muhammad Ali was mad light, 175, 180 pounds. I don't think Anthony Joshua tries to be that because it's
what I'm saying is Ali had way more tools than Anthony Joshua. He could box, he could bang, he could do whatever needed to be done when it needed to be done. That's the difference.
I mean, I think what Sheldon's trying to say, like, we're not saying Joshua's not a good boxer because he is. It's just that Usyk is a much better boxer. He's a master boxer. And you can't try to beat a master boxer boxing.
We already know that. But people say because you can't beat a master boxer, which we all unanimously know this, doesn't mean that you're not a good boxer, that you can't beat.
Oh, no. I never said he wasn't a good boxer.
It doesn't mean that he's only a banger. Because he's not only a banger. But for that fight, he has to be a bit of a banger more than a boxer.
There you go.
But it doesn't mean that he can't box. Because I know people in the division that can't box and they can just bang. Deontay Wilder.
Dillian Whyte.
No, you're right on that. That's
Dillian Whyte.
And that's what I was trying to get across to you. That he can't box with this guy. He can probably outbox some other guys, but he can't outbox this guy. You got to fight this guy.
Outbox this guy. Yeah.
So I think shout out to you. Sorry, go ahead, Jen. My bad.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I know. I'm saying it's like Julius. Like Julius said. Shout out to Julius from Ring IQ. He said that you box the fighter and you fight the boxer. That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. You got to brawl the boxer and box the brawler. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yep, that is exactly what you got to do. And him, haven't you guys seen what he looks like? He's put on more weight. That slim AJ didn't fare well. I don't know why he was doing that in the first place. Maybe that was where he thought he had to strip down and be like the Muhammad Ali there. I don't know, because that didn't work.
Because he slimmed down and he destroyed Ruiz in the second fight. He outboxed Pulev.
Yeah.
He outboxed Takam. He outboxed those guys. So he felt that was his best way to win, under the tutelage that he had. But I think this guy, Bashir, is probably more on the Emmanuel Stewart vein as far as I'm going to take the attributes that you have and show you how to use them. I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to enhance what you got. That's the misconception that people have. Emmanuel Stewart didn't change Klitschko. He just enhanced what Klitschko already had.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just going to make him more offensively sound again.
By the way, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that Joshua might have underestimated Usyk?
I know he did.
Maybe, yeah.
I think he did. I think he did.
I'm 100% positive he did.
Because I think
he was a little guy. I'm gonna beat this little guy up, and got in there and was like, whoa.
And I'm just going to be able to outbox him and show you guys that he's not that great a boxer because I'm a better boxer than him. Yeah, he did underestimate him for sure.
I mean, because it's funny because I think maybe due to the outside public response, like how people thought the fight was going to go. As you probably heard about that, took that in, but like some people saw the forest for the trees. Like credit to Michael Hunter. I mean, this guy is good at predicting fights because he predicted Povetkin to knock out Whyte in the first fight, and that's what happened. And then he said AJ Usyk on points.
He said it.
and
that's out to Michael Hunter. He did say that.
Yep.
Michael Hunter. I wonder if I'd get him for round 2 on the show and get another prediction. I'll shout him and see if he can come back on the show and see what he thinks with all the updates. Actually, put that down. That's a good idea.
Ask him if he's going to stay with Triller.
When he was here the last time, he just got his Triller deal, and I was like,
yeah.
Like, you ducked. But he was like, no. He's like, no. Nice guy. Nice to talk to, but yeah. It would be nice to hear his opinion now, to be honest.
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, like he gave Usyk one of his toughest fights after Maris Breeders. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Back at cruiserweight. Yeah, he gave Usyk fits for a few rounds, man. He really did.
He did. Now that I'm looking at Derek Chisora fight with Usyk, how many rounds did Derek Chisora actually win in that Usyk fight?
Probably 3. I think I gave him 3. It was the first 3 rounds he probably took because he just came out swarming. He came out swarming, trying to bulldoze Usyk, and Usyk couldn't handle that pressure at first.
And you only gave AJ 3 rounds, and I gave him 4. Initially, when I was watching it, I gave him 3. Then when I did the rescore, I gave him 4. So would it be safe to say that did AJ do a better job than Derek Chisora in the end? He should, or not in your opinion, he didn't?
No. I mean, based on just the styles. I mean, AJ did.
Who injured? Who cut Usyk? AJ
I say. Yeah, he did. Oh, that's true. He did, yeah, because he did inflict more damage. I will say, yeah, by the end of the fight. So that's he did. Yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't think about that. He just made a good point. Yeah, because he had Usyk was cut. He had 2 black eyes, all that stuff. So yeah, he
looked battered, didn't he? And it was like, how did you obtain so much damage? But we didn't. It felt like we didn't see that being played out in real time. It was just like after we saw that,
he got his licks in.
Yeah, didn't you feel that was weird? I was like, well, he looks like someone that lost.
Yeah, that's
Do you know what I mean? That's strange. But
I think he swole AJ's eye and he swole Joshua's eye too.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. Swole eye. Yeah, swollen eye. Yeah.
It went closed a little bit, and I think
closed it.
I heard them saying that was the first time he's had a closed eye in his career, and I was like, wow, he's lucky. In heavyweight boxing, that's the first time. That's good, but I think maybe when you have your first injury, you may panic, like, oh shit, I haven't experienced this before. So Usyk gave Joshua some new experiences, and Joshua gave Usyk some new experiences because I've never seen Usyk's face.
That battered after a fight. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's my first time seeing it too. I mean, yeah. So I could be. Yeah.
That kills the myth that AJ don't have no pop because Usyk was beat up, even though that fight was 8 rounds to 4 at least for Usyk.
Yeah, I had it 8-4. That's why I had it as 8-4. So yeah, I'm just we're waiting for it to be announced. Well, I think, is it still going to be in June then?
I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe you guys touched on this before, but because I joined a little late. But you guys were talking about the situation over there in the Ukraine, like what?
Yeah.
So is Usyk going to leave, or what's going on? Or
there's this father of 3 rule, where if you are if you've got 3 kids, you're automatically granted by the Ukrainian government to allowed to be able to leave. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
So Clemus was like to Coppinger, or should I say Cappinger,
Yeah. I saw that back and forth.
that you fool before you should have said anything. Usyk was always allowed to leave because he's a father of 3. Check your shit before you talk. So Usyk's also always had the option to be able to leave Ukraine, but
and all of this, AJ, is contingent on the fact that he does leave. We don't know what he's going to do because he hasn't said anything.
we haven't heard nothing official to say that he is leaving or he's not. We've heard the official that Loma's not leaving, which I'm quite shocked because I thought Loma would leave and Usyk would more be the one to stay. But hey, I thought, So we don't know. 150 in the building. What up, Dow?
Yo, salute to the panel in the chat.
What's your thoughts, my G? What's your thoughts?
So AJ got a new trainer.
James Ali Bashir in the building. Yeah. He flew in yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. I feel
like AJ can learn a lot. You know, he already been in the ring with Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Man, I still feel like if AJ, even if he trains in this fight, I feel like Usyk could come back and just box a whole different style, just give him a whole different look. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? But I respect AJ, man. He fought Usyk. You know, he didn't end up winning the fight, but you know, he went on the shield, and I give him respect, and also give him respect for this rematch as well, because it's definitely one of the most exciting fights in my opinion. You know, it just sucks that Usyk is in this war now. I was waiting for that shit. I was waiting for that rematch. That was one of the most fights I really wanted to see this year, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. You know, with this war, who knows how long it's gonna last.
I think it will. I think Usyk's coming back. How do we know that Usyk's not even there already? How do we know?
I don't even know. I've heard that they said he was in Kiev, like right there where the battlefield's at. That's what.
Yeah, but meaning, how do we know he's not left like yesterday or day before?
Yeah, that's true. They ain't saying nothing. They're being low key, and I understand.
Yeah, they've kept it low key. This is a good question. Gurugurka. How do you say your name? Gurugurka. That name. Yeah, that name's cray. Gurugurka. Okay, so Usyk hit. I'm just gonna call you G. Usyk hit 35 in January. Prime or decline? Well, he hasn't had that much miles on the clock. So he biologically he's not in his prime. Biologically, I mean, just by the laws of physics. But also on the flip side, he's not as declined as a heavyweight that has taken a lot of shots and gone through the wars. He's probably more in his prime than Dillian Whyte, and Dillian Whyte's younger by 2 years.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I see what you mean. He doesn't really have a lot of mileage. He's only got 18 fights, I believe, right? 18-0.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
But he has an extensive amateur career, though. He's got like over 300 amateur fights,
yeah,
I think.
His amateur career is very long. Yep.
Very extensive. Yeah. So I would say he's it's all right. We can't say that if AJ beat him, he was out his prime. We can't use that one. You know.
Nah. Yeah. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. So
that's what the haters are gonna say, though.
Yeah.
They'll try it. You know them. They'll try it. ERF in the build, Dizzin. What up, Dow?
Yo, what are you saying?
Tell me. What's up?
Nothing new. I'm glad AJ's actually named the trainer that, you know, people know. That's actually well known. He's got a bit of pedigree behind him.
ERF, can you put a picture up on your thing?
Yeah, I've got a new phone, so it's
upload something. Upload something.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate the.
Chan likes it. Chan likes it when you put a photo up.
Yeah, something. If it's just doesn't have to be of yourself, but it just I hate that grey disc. I ate it. So while we're waiting, we're gonna have
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
What the hell was he even saying? Is that even a Spanish term?
He was saying, he said it wrong. It's supposed to be listos palos chingazos, but he said listos peles chingazos. It's supposed to be like I'm ready for the war, like rolling with the punches, like ready.
See, Chan, you want to know something? That's when I was convinced the plan is going to really lose this. I thought he was going to lose anyway, regardless. But that's when I realized that he's going to lose because why the hell are you caring about what the crowd is saying? Like, why? Your focus should be on your opponent, not the crowd.
Yeah, do you remember? Yeah, that on that day when he did that presser or that weigh-in or whatever they did or face-off. Was that the weigh-in? That one.
Dude, I mean, remember they were booing the shit out of Alicia when she fought Terry when she came out, and look what happened. She didn't care.
Smacked up. Listos pelos chingazos. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, same thing with Usyk Joshua, man. When Usyk came in, they was booing the fuck out of him. They booed the national Ukraine anthem and all that shit.
I know the UK is so disrespectful.
The US does that shit too. By the way, they be doing that shit too.
I hate it. It's like that first world fucking snobbery.
You gotta give it to the UK fans because at the end of the fight they were cheering Usyk.
They was cheering at the end.
Yeah, and this is the hypocrisy. They booed him on entry, and now all of these motherfuckers are all of a sudden Usyk fans. Like, they come to my and like, we love Usyk, man. Usyk beats Joshua. You only knew about Usyk like 5 weeks ago.
Hey, Chad, don't be surprised don't be surprised if Dillian Whyte beats Tyson Fury. Oh, the Fury's fans are gonna jump the bandwagon like White all of a sudden.
No, I think in that instance it was just the fact that they respected the performance.
Yeah,
the performance was brilliant. Usyk's performance.
But you don't then become a fanboy and act like you was just booing him.
That's just the same thing that happened. But think about it. That's the same thing that happened with Spence and Brooke. They was booing the shit out of Spence. But after the performance he put on, they cheered him because he put on a hell of a performance. You can't take that away.
We don't like him anymore.
Take that away.
Yeah, it's gone back to booze here now.
Yeah, it's the same thing with what's the name? Chocolatito Martinez. They was booing his ass. And he was beating the shit out of Martinez. They realized that Choco's a legend, so it's like, damn, they gotta cheer him on.
Gotta cheer this sucker on. But I mean, these people they weren't Usyk. They skipped just becoming fans. They went from booing him to becoming fanboys. They're in my comments daily.
You talking about the people online? Yeah, these motherfuckers online is weirdos. They're retarded.
It's fucking sickening. So what do you think?
LadyChann, that's facts. Because I remember when the fight happened, I picked Usyk immediately. I just felt like Joshua couldn't win. Just the styles make fights thing. Man, there was people calling me an idiot and shit. Man, I was getting a lot of backlash for that. People was like, "Nah, AJ gonna knock him out and this and that," and I was like, "All right, we'll see." And the fight happened. So
what do you think for the rematch?
Man, in my opinion, I still got Usyk, but I feel like if Joshua, it's hard to say what he's gonna do. I feel like he should mix it up. I feel like he shouldn't just pressure Usyk right away. I feel like doing that could leave him open, or maybe he'll get tired, especially if he doesn't knock him out. But I feel like he should mix it up. He should add a little bit of pressure, but at least try to box once in a while. Don't try to do one thing, because Usyk's gonna figure him out eventually. And especially if he doesn't knock him out, he gets tired late. I think Usyk can stop him.
You know what I think? I think in the next fight, he should get on him early, try and win the first 6 rounds, regain your breath for a round or two, and then carry on doing what he was doing in the beginning, which is beating the fuck out of him. Let's be real, yeah. He has to go in there on some bully boy shit. He has to take it to Usyk. He has to put all types of pressure on him, make Usyk want to go home early, make Usyk want to get back on a plane and go back to Ukraine. That's the type of shit that I want him to be sticking on him, yeah? I want to see that solid jab. You know that jab that looks like you can knock someone out from a jab? I want to see that type of jab. I want to see him putting that Kronk style on him. And personally, yeah, Forget about the boxing. Just go in there, be a bully, be a dog, slap him up, send him home. That's it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I need that. I need that. When he fought Dillian Whyte, that's the energy I want to see. Where you just don't care what's coming back, just get in there and just
Like,
smash him up.
Yep.
That's it. That's
Sticking
all I
your
want
tongue
to
out,
see.
playing around.
Yeah,
That's the
just
only way he
I
can
actually
win.
rewatched
Fellas.
that fight the other night.
That's the only way he can win. He can't win a boxing match with Usyk. He can't.
yeah, I agree. And he needs to get in there on that because against Dillian Whyte, you could see he had no respect for Dillian Whyte whatsoever. He was just like, you know what, you've got in this ring with me, I'm just gonna kill you. I don't even care. He needs to get in there or Usyk. Usyk's already outboxed him. He needs to get in there. And you know what? This is no longer a boxing match. This is a fight. Let's go.
Let's go, champ. Shannon Brigg style. Do you think so you're with the ERF, you're with this him. Do you think this is a good decision? Him going
Yeah,
with
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. He needed to change something up. Keeping Angel Fernandez, is it? He was with. Keeping him is not a bad thing, but yeah, getting someone keep getting someone with a higher caliber who's been around the block, who obviously knows Usyk as well because he trained Usyk. So it's
3 years.
definitely it's definitely a good move for him.
This is gonna be wonder if we'll see so many leaked footage,
Him training Usyk, yeah, that could give him some. That
It
actually help him.
gives him
That's-
loads of edge. Loads.
Yeah,
yeah, because
it's the same thing with like Tio versus Loma. You know, Gamache was with Loma at
Gamache.
one point as well,
Yeah.
and I feel like that really helped Tio.
it's always gonna be a problem when you've got a trainer training someone for an extended period of time. He goes and starts training the enemy, and now he's like, do you know what? Do you know he always does this? Do you know he always does that? And now you've got a whole camp to work on it. In fact, yeah, he could potentially have an interim fight and then another fight to work on how he's gonna slap Usyk. Personally, from what I've seen from AJ, he's not the type of guy to make the same mistake twice. Yeah. He made a mistake in the first fight. He went with the wrong game plan. He had too many yes men in the corner telling him he's winning every round. And now he's got rid of half of them, man. And he's actually employed a trainer that used to train his enemy.
Right.
I'm confident that he's going to give the display that he should have given in the first place. Whether or not that'll be enough to win or not, that's a different story. But even if he loses, he's going to go out looking like the AJ that he should have looked like in the first place.
Yeah, you're saying it's not that you lost, it's how you lose.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know about confident he's gonna do it, but he's gonna give himself a better chance, 100%. He's gonna give himself a better chance. Like you said, he's gonna look like AJ. If he does lose, at least he's gonna look like AJ losing. He didn't look like himself in that fight losing. Just trying to outbox, trying to outjab somebody who's all round better than you at doing that. And not once did his corner say to him, right, you need to change it up, you need to do something. His corner just, well done.
Do you know what I'm getting sick of, though, yeah? I'm getting sick of all these people, yeah, who absolutely gassed the hell out of Tyson Fury, yeah? And the reason why, yeah, is because I just look at, like, the people that he's fought, yeah? Fair enough, he has fought some decent guys, yeah? But for the most part, like, he's fighting guys that he's going on the least path of resistance most of the time. That's how I think, right? And I think AJ, most of the time, he goes for tougher opponents. He doesn't go for opponents, that shouldn't be in the ring with him, yeah. And I feel that that's what Wilder does, and that's what Fury does. And then at the end of the day, these lot will fight each other, and then everyone will be like, "Oh my God, look at what they're doing! Like, these guys are number 1 and 2." And I'm thinking, hold on, how come they didn't fight like this guy? Or how come they didn't fight that guy? And how come like why did Dillian Whyte have to take WBC to court before you lot start giving him a chance? I'm sure he would have beaten Wilder. Not sure about Fury, but I reckon he would have beaten Wilder at least. So it's like you're not fighting, like you have to be taken to court before you can start fighting decent fights, and it makes me sick, to be honest. It actually makes me sick. Like if before Fury retires, I pray that he actually starts fighting some decent fighters. And if he's gonna take any interim fights, fight somebody who's dangerous. Don't fight somebody who we're like, where'd you get this guy from? Like where did he come from? When did he start boxing? Like, no, stop doing this, bro.
Because you know what's crazy? I mean, like, you know, we all know Wilder, Fury. They all had chances to fight Joshua and White, and they turned those down. Both of them.
Yep. Yeah,
I always felt like AJ had the better resume than Fury. I've always felt like that. You know, I feel like a lot of people, you could say Fury #1, but at the same, I feel like you could throw Joshua up there too, man. Before Usyk, before him losing, I feel like he had a chance.
What happened was everybody bought into that Wilder hype that people who really knew boxing knew that this guy was one-dimensional and he couldn't box. But he was knocking everybody out. So everybody bought into it, and they elevated him to be the baddest guy. He wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. AJ had more belts. He has a better resume. Come on, man. I've always felt like that. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Shit.
I mean, honestly,
my thing isn't even
y'all guys. I'm sorry, right quick. I mean, just y'all guys. You guys may disagree with me on this, but like the current 3 throwback heavyweights, who I think would fight anybody, is Joshua, White, and Usyk.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that.
They'll fight anybody, I believe.
I agree with that, because if you put Tyson Fury in the old era, he'll be running from everyone. You have to take him to court to fight just run-of-the-mill heavyweights.
Listen, I stopped with Tyson Fury when he went off on this hiatus and mental health thing when he didn't fight Vlad again. He didn't fight Vlad again. He had a chance to come back. Not once since he came back did he offer Vlad a fight. He's not once said, you know what, I went off, I was dealing with my issues, I'm back now. Vlad, let me give you a shot. Come on, let's do it again. You're not once. And now he wants to complain Dillian Whyte didn't come to a press conference or whatever. Tyson Fury and all these people all of a sudden think Tyson Fury is this big puncher. I can't wait for Dillian Whyte to knock him out. I can't wait. Because this idiot he's not a big puncher. Where do people get he's a big puncher from? He ain't a big puncher. All of a sudden he beats Deontay Wilder, he's a big puncher. You know how many people would knock Deontay Wilder out? That's actually AJ would have knocked him out.
Wilder never gave him a chance.
Yeah, Wilder didn't fight nobody that could knock him out.
This guy weighs 280 pounds. Just by the laws of physics, he's gonna knock most people out. The guy.
That what I'm saying is he ate all of a sudden since he fought Wilder, everybody's like he's gonna knock this person out. Before Fury fought Wilder, name me one person that was saying he was gonna knock anybody out in any of his fights. In all his fights, everybody would say, "Nah, Fury's too good of a boxer to be beat." And I agree. He's a great boxer. But if you come to me and say, "Yeah, his boxing skills is too much for this guy, I think he'll outbox him," I can sort of agree with you. I haven't really got an argument on that. But you coming to me and saying, "Nah, he's gonna stop this guy in 2 rounds. He's gonna do this to," nah, move with that shit. Nah, not a chance.
Does he beat Usyk? Does he beat Usyk?
He's always said guy in 2 or 3 rounds. He's never done that. So that's crazy.
I mean, it was funny. Like you guys want to hear something crazy? Like I go to a website, right? It's called oddshark.com. I go to there to get fight odds, right? This site is actually predicting, or the person who wrote this article, they're predicting Fury to stop White in 4 to 6 rounds.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Nah, I don't see that. I don't see that.
No, hell no, absolutely not. I mean, it was funny. Is like the backup. My main man's point who was just talking. He was saying like how, he beats Wilder. He's the biggest puncher in the heavyweight. No, because like in the first 2 fights, didn't Fury go into those fights as the underdog?
Yeah, sure.
But now once he wins, oh yeah, he's the biggest puncher of all time. He's one of no. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's it's like what are people on? I mean, it's like and even after he beats Wilder for a third time, like Andre, you got people like Andre Ward and American sports writers kissing his ass, saying he's like the next, like he's the current Ali. I'm like, are you fucking
Andre Ward, he needs to stop.
Yeah, no, he really needs to. I don't know what's going on with that guy. I mean,
I give up with Andre Ward. Go ahead.
Me personally, I see Dillian Whyte giving Fury absolute hell in that fight. He might not win, but he's gonna give him hell. He's gonna make him look. He's gonna make him look like how Wilder should have made him look. He's gonna look not as good as because let's have it right. Even when I was watching the Otto Wallin fight, for a good period of that fight, I was thinking, wow, what's going on with Fury? So I mean, like he don't have it his own way in all the fights that he's had. He's been dropped by some randoms. He was getting outboxed by Dermot. So like let's be real. He got dropped by a package. Like this guy ain't God. He ain't God in the ring. He'll get slapped by AJ.
People forget.
You're South London. You're South London. He got dropped by Cunningham. That dude's a cruiserweight.
Yeah. And he was laughing at Anthony Joshua. Oh, you got beat by a cruiserweight. Yeah, but you got dropped by one.
Thank you. Joshua didn't get dropped.
Yeah, Joshua didn't get dropped.
And that overhand right was disgusting.
All I can say for Fury is if Fury comes in like he did in that third fight against Wilder, Dillian Whyte will stop him because Fury was terrible in that third fight. I don't care what anybody says. He was shocking in that third fight.
He got a better outcome as a knockout, but you took 11 rounds and they both looked like Fury looked like a piece of fat shit in there.
Yep.
That's true. Even though he steamrolled Wilder, he didn't look good doing it. He didn't look good doing it.
I heard he's coming in heavier as well.
That's the only reason why.
He better not come in fucking heavier.
I heard he's coming in over 300.
It was a fight of the year. It was the only reason why it was one of the fight of the year because Fury was that bad. He was terrible. Wilder was worse, but it was literally too.
Wilder serious.
I'm absolutely dumbstruck by how like Fury got caught by his right hand in the fourth and got dropped. It's like, bro, you should have saw that shit coming, man. Come on, how can you be so like? How could you let your attention? Like you not be paying attention? How you let your attention wane that much? You know what I'm saying? Like that would never happen to a prime Fury that beat Klitschko.
And this is the thing, yeah. People don't see it, yeah, or at least the general public don't see it. This guy's slowing down. He's getting hit with some shots that he would have probably not got hit with, like maybe 4 or 5 fights ago, and now he's getting hit with them now. Listen, yeah, I'm telling you from now, yeah, this Dillian Whyte fight is gonna be a big eye opener. He's gonna get hit with that left hook on many occasions, and it will probably hit his body as well. You never know; he might get dropped 2 or 3 times, and he might have to pull something out of the bag to beat Dillian Whyte. Because really and truly, like it is going to be worthy of a stadium fight. Let's have it right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because South London, like I'm on record by saying this. I've said this several times. Chad can back me up. I believe that Dillian Whyte will give Fury a tougher fight than Wilder ever did.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, but that was always going to happen anyway. Wilder was bigged up for this right hand, and that's all he had. That's all he had.
That's it.
And look, everybody's now going, oh, he dropped Luis Ortiz. Charles Martin dropped Luis Ortiz. So that right hand business being the hardest right hand ever. Charles Martin managed to drop Luis Ortiz twice.
My man, dude. Oh, Martin dropped Ortiz with jabs.
So I don't want to hear about this right hand, the boogeyman Luis Ortiz who's getting dropped by Charles Martin.
It's cap, but it's just cap, and that's just the bottom line of it. To be honest, there ain't going to be much more we could like. You just got casuals that are like the cap. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about doing deep dives. They just half of them only know Tyson Fury to have fought Deontay Wilder 3 times. Half of them's never even seen him fight before that. I'm telling you. True.
The thing is, why do you have to fight someone 3 times? Why? Like, why? Why?
So uncompetitive, meaning.
Yeah.
Just
exactly. That didn't need a trilogy. That definitely didn't need a trilogy. I didn't mind the rematch, because the whole draw business, like, nah, that wasn't sitting right with me because Wilder did not anywhere, shape, or form come close to winning that fight, in my opinion, apart from knocking him down in the 12th.
But do you know what? Yeah, I could understand, yeah, if let's say one person's 1-1 and then the other person's 1-1.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. He, in my eyes, he lost 3 fights.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
He
y'all
lost
want to
all
hear something?
three, man.
Y'all want to hear something funny? Like, guess who Fury said his toughest fight was, and it wasn't Deontay Wilder. Guess who he said?
Who?
Steve Cunningham.
His toughest fight. Toughest fight was John McDermott, where we lost to.
Yeah,
I remember he was on record. I read an article where he said he gave an interview saying that his toughest fight was Steve Cunningham. That was the cruiserweight that dropped him with the overhand right hand.
Yeah, I ain't listening to anything Fury says. He's a liar.
Nah, he got wrecked by John McDermott. He got wrecked.
Yeah.
You don't want to say John McDermott because he knows he lost that fight. He's all everyone at the end of that fight they knew they lost it.
Yo, I feel like in the second, like when Fury beat Wilder in the second fight, he beat him so convincingly, stopped him in the 7th. But the third fight, I feel like he just didn't care. You know, he's like, "Oh, I'm fighting Wilder again." You know what I'm saying? He was overweight.
What it is.
Yeah, he was overweight. They said he only trained for like 3 weeks or some shit like that. If it's true, you know what I'm saying? But
it's clear. It showed.
I feel like he just didn't care. I feel like Dillian Whyte has a legit chance though, for real, because you know what I'm saying. Fury said he wants to take it to him. I feel like that's the thing. That's a bad approach. He's open.
You might not want to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
The worst thing he could do.
I always feel like Fury struggles with smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of the big guys.
Wallin.
So does AJ.
Smaller.
AJ struggles with big guys as well. I mean, small guys.
Small guys, yeah. I've said that as well, yeah.
It's that punching down. It's hard for him to punch down.
It is hard, yeah. It's hard, yeah.
Yeah, it's a different trajectory when you're punching down. But I can't wait for this Fury fight. We always end up talking about this because you lot have made valid points. We're going to see what Fury's really made of. Whether he gets the win or not, we're going to see. I want to see people go, "Oh, he was exposed." Because Fury's going to be exposed.
Chan, if Dillian Whyte pulls it off, we got to celebrate.
Yeah. Oh, Troy Kramer was in the building. And sorry, Troy. I was on another screen. Sorry. Yeah, of course we're going to celebrate. That's a block party, mate.
We got to have a white party. We got to have a white live party.
100%.
I'm not a Dillian fan, but if he wins that fight, man, I'll give him all the credit in the world. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. Yeah, I want him to win.
If he wins that fight, you need like he needs to either fight AJ or Wilder. Like, please, that's what I want to see.
Stop talking about Wilder. He's retired so far. He ain't in the building. Yeah. You ain't heard Wilder say You ain't heard Wilder say nothing anymore.
Apart from he doesn't need to fight anymore.
Since that ayahuasca crap or whatever he's talking about.
And that was deemed as that was even weeks ago. No, like he hasn't spoke for ages. He hasn't made up his mind. So let's not keep.
Probably went back into hiding.
Keeping his name relevant unless he does something to be relevant. You can't just be relevant by default. Like
he managed to. His whole career he did that, Chan. His whole career.
That's what his career was built on.
He was never relevant. He got built up to be it.
It was like,
at least, and he was still fighting. Whether they were bums, they were bums, but he was still fighting.
I'm played.
Now we can't even. There's no point of doing fancy matchups because he hasn't even said a word. Like AJ said, I wouldn't mind a Wilder. He didn't even come out and say, "Oh, fuck you, AJ," or "Yeah, I wouldn't mind that," or nothing. Joe Joyce did.
AJ threw him a bone there as well. AJ threw him a bone.
That would have been a big payday.
Yeah, AJ threw him a bone. He could have been relevant again just replying to that. Replying to that and calling the bluff. He could have been relevant again.
And he chose not to say nothing. Trey, Graham in the building. What up? Hang on.
See now you took you went and put that on there. See, I was gonna say that now, LadyChann. Oh, first of all, hello to the panel. You could address me as hombre senado. I think I messed that all up. I was trying to be sharp. How do you say dream man in Spanish?
Hombre sueño.
That's who I am. Anyway, I heard y'all talking heavyweights, so I thought I'd jump in here. Honest with you, Tyson Fury, he's good, but he's a whole lot more smoke and mirrors than what people give him credit for, right? AJ has all the tools to beat all the current heavyweights. If he's focused, he beats everybody, including White. Yes, he beats everybody, including White. And if White is focused for this Fury fight, he's going to stop him. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's going to stop him because he's going to wear out his body. He's just going to stay on his body and just wear him out. And I don't really believe Fury's going to put on weight and walk forward with White. I think he's selling everybody that. Maybe, honestly, I think he's going to try to fight him the same way he fought Klitschko in that ugly, ugly, ugly fight.
You better not try and hold.
That's how I think he's going to try and fight White.
That would be so boring. White's not going to allow it.
He won't get a decision doing that, though. He won't get it because of all this hype of him being this big puncher all of a sudden. He ain't going to win a decision doing that.
He's going to get the decision, but he's going to be hated.
If he fights like that at Wembley,
he's hated anyway. He's hated over here. Only Americans like that idiot.
If he fights like that at Wembley, he's going to get booed.
Yeah, only Americans like him. The reason why he went to America is because no one in England liked him. That's why he went to America. He's an idiot.
He'll get booed anywhere fighting like that.
No, that's true. Yeah, I feel like he'll get booed
anywhere. Bad boys will be like, that was the greatest thing since sliced bread. They'll still lie.
I know Andre Ward be kissing his ass though. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know what's up with Andre fucking Ward.
He needs to leave his house and get to the studio and actually watch fights at the events.
What the hell? Why isn't he Why is he always in his house? Like what?
That's his problem. That's what's wrong with him. He needs to leave his house.
You know what? You know what it is? I think it's afraid he might get pelted with oranges. I throw one at him if I saw him. So.
Tomatoes. What do you think, Troy? So now that I've explained to James Ali Bashir is, now do you think it's a good idea for AJ? I'm surprised you didn't know him, Troy. Naughty Troy. Troy.
Yeah, I agree with Troy. I agree with him 100%. I agree with him 100%.
Troy is the worst when it comes to this phone shit. Anyway, carry on, guys.
That's why I call him Uncle Troy.
I just wanted to get
guys, he makes a good point though. Don't you agree with Troy?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Troy.
I agree, Troy. Yeah. Troy, you're talking way too much now, Troy.
Yeah, let someone else talk.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he left. Troy left the building. He probably got some phone problems. He come. Well, it's the back call. When you mentioned Dillian Whyte, Troy appears. That's just how he do. So everybody seems that we're in unison that it's a good thing where AJ's going, and everyone's in unison that Tyson Fury may become exposed. And what happens if Usyk loses to him? What would you say?
Loses to who?
To AJ.
One sec.
They'll make excuses.
No,
AJ
but
will not.
In his what would be the next move? That would be.
I don't know. I think he could still go on and fight anyone else. I still think Usyk's one of the best heavyweights out there. To be honest with you, he really is.
Yeah,
I think if he beats him, he will still have a hard time trying to pin Fury down for undisputed.
Oh, Fury's never been pinned down. Fury will retire. I think he does retire after White.
Won't surprise me.
I think he retires if he loses. I think if he loses, he will for sure.
He's such a lame.
The last thing Tyson Fury wants to do is lose to Anthony Joshua. He doesn't want to lose to Anthony Joshua.
No,
I think he doesn't want to lose any fight.
His ego wouldn't.
But that's a given. No one wants to lose a fight. But I think out of anyone, if you could say to him, right, there's one fighter you cannot lose to, and it's Anthony Joshua because of how he's been built, because of the Eddie Hearn thing, everything about Anthony Joshua. He doesn't want to lose to him. He'd rather not fight Anthony Joshua than lose to him.
Because you guys remember, like, I think he's honestly jealous of AJ's success. Because you remember back in the day, whenever AJ had a fight, he'd always predict other fighters' opponents to beat him.
Yeah, always.
This man said Charles Martin. This man said Charles Martin was going to knock him out. Can y'all believe that?
Yeah.
That's wishful thinking. He never thought that. He just wishful thinking. He never put no money on that. The guy's a liar. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he lied about that. He lied when he said he was gonna put money on Billy Joe against Canelo. He fucking lied, man. He didn't do that.
The guy's
shit.
a liar. He couldn't even help Billy Joe's dad when he was in trouble.
He didn't do that.
Billy Joe's going to school Canelo winning a 10-round Bennett to win a 12-round unanimous decision. Like, oh, bro, stop. Stop. I mean, it's good to root for your boy, but sometimes you got to call it the way you see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then when like he got stopped, Fury just looked back. Okay, I'm going back now. I'm going back home now. Bye, Billy. Yeah.
You think Fury put money on Billy Joe Saunders? He couldn't even help Billy's dad when he was in trouble, and that's for free.
Yep.
Never mind putting money on him.
That's true. Yeah.
No, but I thought this man was a Spartan. I thought he's a Spartan, fellas.
Yes,
that's what he keeps saying,
he's an idiot. Only Americans fall for his stupidness. That's it. Americans have fell for it. Those Brits, we already knew what he was about. That's why he went over there.
Oh, yeah, I ain't falling for his nonsense. I know what he is.
The thing is, I think not everyone concentrates on everything he does, yeah. But if you're a real guy and you pride yourself on being real, like Spartan, like, and all this, yeah, from time when you see your uncle getting smashed up in the crowd, like, at least you, like, you know, you step in. I'm not saying you punch a few people up, but you break it up. Like, he was just watching the action like it was WWE. Like,
I mean, so that's why I'm glad Joshua called him out on that shit on Twitter. That was hilarious. Like a barrier held you back. I'm like, that's right. Get him, AJ. Get him.
Hold me back.
Yeah. And the small guy next to him managed to jump the barrier to even try and help.
Yeah, man. Don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, Fury. I'm tired of this guy, man.
Y'all remember when Fury Joshua, when that shit was about to come, the fight was about to happen. It was about to come together. You know, but Bob Arum got in the picture and then made the third fight with Wilder. Man,
the fight was never. I'll tell you this. That fight was never gonna happen. Fury, that was a smoke and mirrors. Fury coming out and saying the day before, "Oh, this fight is done. Everything is done." How do you say a day before you record a video and then the next day you don't know that it's gonna come out that you have to fight Wilder? He will be the first person. They knew 2 days before the arbitration finished what the verdict was going to be. That we didn't know the verdict till the last minute. You're not going to tell me Fury didn't know the day before that he had to fight Wilder.
Oh yeah, no, I fully believe he knew. Him and Bob Arum. Yeah, him and Bob Arum, they fucked that all up. They knew about it. I believe they knew.
They knew that was never going to happen. That's why they wasn't trying for no venues or nothing. They made Eddie Hearn run around the world trying to make do all the work. They sat there laughing.
He wanted to do it.
Yeah, they sat there laughing. There's like, nah, we're not doing no work.
Because I think honestly, I think fellas, I think honestly on Twitter, I remember like it was before he even announced the AJ fighter before the arbitration ruling. Like they had already booked the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas for July 18th already. They had already pre-booked that.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
The thing is,
one bit.
It was a fight for 150 million. Like, who does this?
I mean,
Wilder, Fury.
All them M's on the table, and you fuck it up like that.
Birds of a feather and all of that. You got one guy turning down 120. You got another guy turning down 150. For what?
And they fight each other 3 times.
Yeah. For what?
And did they even earn that money between them? Between the 3 fights, did they earn 150 million? Each? No.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till the 23rd next month. I just can't wait.
Yeah. If Dillian, if you're listening,
you got to do it for do it for us, Dillian. Do it for us, man. You got to do it for us. We're rooting for you, bro.
Yeah, I swear to
Yeah,
God,
I
if he
can't
wins that
wait.
fight, I'll go wild. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go absolutely wild if he wins that fight.
Bro, I'm partying. I'm going out. I don't drink, but I'm drinking that night, bro. I'm having one of his Dillian fucking up Fury.
Funny thing is, I'm gonna be watching it with some gypsies, so it'll be quite funny. Because I've got some friends who are gypsies, and I'll be watching it with them, and I'll be the only person in there celebrating, and I don't even care.
You know what? All the gypsies I know, I've never seen any of them that call Fury out for what it is. All of them are just drinking the Fury Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
All
ones
of them.
I know are the same. I always try to tell them something. No, Fury will do this. Fury. I said, all right, we'll see.
No, AJ's a bodybuilder. He's stiff. He's stiff.
All of that. This is why I don't really like having conversations with them, because if any of them repeat anything what Tyson Fury says, I know straight away I can't have a conversation with you about it. If you tell me AJ is a bodybuilder, I don't want to talk to you, because you're just repeating shit what Tyson Fury said. All you're doing is repeating what Tyson Fury says.
How can AJ beat Fury? Don't you know Fury's a fighting man? He's a fighting man. Right,
you're right. But he didn't want to help Billy Joe's dad when he was getting his ass whooped. Right, he's such a fighting man.
Yeah. He's a fighting man. Billy Joe Saunders is meant to be a fighting man, and he's out there on the streets getting beat up. They have him pulling knives out on kids and shit. So,
I mean, Canelo knocked the diet out of that man. He's overweight now. So,
knocked the diet out of him.
Canelo's a monster, though, man. That guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's to be fair, this Bivol fight, I can't wait for it. This is a tough task, you know. Bivol's a good fighter.
I'm looking forward to that one for sure. Like, the undercard is kind of stacked too. They got Zhang versus Hergovic on the undercard. Zhang is going to get knocked out. I'm sorry.
Big Bang Zhang. Big Bang Zhang. I don't know why I called himself that.
Zhang ain't going to come out for the 6th round. He'll be too tired.
No, that's even if it goes that long.
I don't think it's going that long. I see him done within 1 to 3.
Yeah, I don't think he's going long. Credit
to him for taking the fight. Nobody else wanted to, so I give him props.
Yeah, well, Luis Ortiz wants it now, though. Now it's been signed. Luis Ortiz and his old ass. All of a sudden.
Nah, I heard Luis Ortiz fighting Andy Ruiz.
Injury is healed.
Nah, I think Luis Ortiz fighting Ruiz.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but that's what
that'll be a great fight for both men. That'll be a great fight.
He was supposed to fight Chisora, but that shit never happened.
Who wins that fight? Luis Ortiz, Andy Ruiz. Who wins that?
I don't
know.
I'm going Ortiz.
Ruiz.
We got Coach Malachi and in the building. What up, Mal?
What's up, Coach?
Hey, what's going on? What's up with the panel, man? What's up? What's going on? All hail to the queen, lady, mother, Shane. I don't want to curse.
You know it.
I tell you what. I tell you what. You know she got the part for Flashdance. They doing a remake of Flashdance.
Yeah, that's the new what lead I felt. I'm gonna be in Flashdance. That's what I felt. I'm 1980s.
I'm watching.
I'm gonna be the one that throws the water on you when you on the chair. That's gonna be me. Yeah. That's gonna be me.
Oh, Flashdance. That was a movie that back in the day. Yeah, and you know what? I like this. I like this new trainer that Joshua got, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really excited about it. I think it's a good move. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good move. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a while ago now, but I think he used to train Usyk, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe
he did. He did.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. It's a good look.
Yeah.
Is James Ali Bashir the coach that Clarissa Shields' brother sucker punched? That's the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Did they hit him that they punch Ali Bashir?
That was him. That was him.
Oh, that was bad.
He almost died.
That was him.
Yeah, he old.
He almost died, Shane, and the guy only got a year. They only gave him a year for doing
that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Wow. That's sad.
So what Ali said, he did an interview. I gotta send you the receipt. He did an interview. He said, man, the only reason they did that was because he was black. He said that if he was a white trainer or something like that, that's what he said. If he was white, they
He'd
probably
have got more.
gave the guy a lot more time. But they didn't value his
Ah.
life. This is what
Oh, that
I
makes
guess
sense.
this is
That
what
makes
he
sense.
said.
I
This is
get
what he
that.
said.
That makes sense.
I'll
Hold
send it
on,
to you.
y'all.
I'll send it to you.
I saw that documentary that she got out. That's her brother that did that. Her brother, you know, he got mental issues and shit, so that could have played a part into it because he's in trouble again. He's in a mental hospital in Florida right now, and she's going through that.
Oh, is it? So he suffers from mental health then,
Yeah, the brother that punched out Bashir he got mental issues, and he's in trouble again. He's in a mental hospital, and
in
he's going.
Florida.
Well,
Yeah,
he didn't have any. He didn't have any business up there on the stage any damn way. If you knew he had mental issues.
Why you
Exactly.
bringing that dude around if he got mental issues, man? That don't make no damn sense.
That don't make no damn sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how it is when people trying to mend their family. You know, she got issues like everybody else. A lot of people got family fucked up issues. So
Yeah.
it's a mess. It's a whole mess. The whole shit was a mess.
Damn.
That man almost lost his life, though, man. That man almost lost his life.
I never knew it was
that's
him.
very serious, you know.
Exactly.
But what was the reason
it doesn't
for it?
mitigate it because the man almost got killed. It doesn't mitigate what he did.
Yeah.
They still should have punished him further, but you know how this shit. You know how shit is.
That's
No,
my
but
thoughts
if
exactly.
you prove insanity, it's different. They must have
Yeah.
proved some kind of form of insanity that he was medically, like they probably evaluated him, which you have to in these. Probably why, who knows? But that's fucked up. I didn't know it was James Ali Bashir that got the brunt of that.
Can watch. You guys, if you got ESPN Plus, you can watch her whole 4-part documentary. It goes into all of that.
That's mad. That's mad. Well, moving on to brighter, better things. At least, you know, like Mal said, he's trained Usyk, and he's a good trainer. He's one of the last of the dying breed, I think. You know.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's the last of the dying breed, man. And,
he's 70-year-old.
I think he'll get a lot of respect from AJ. He'll push him.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Coach. Do you think Bashir will be able to enhance and make AJ be able to implement the attributes that he already has?
Yes. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that because his age, his mindset. I think. Where the hell is he from? Is he from Detroit?
Newark.
Oh, from New Jersey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That was a good move.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good look. I don't see anything worse.
Just have him in the corner, Shan. He don't need nobody else, Shan. Just have him in the corner. Don't have 30 dudes in the corner. Hey, look, what's the guy? You the doctor to handle the inswell and stuff like that. That's it. He the only man that should be talking. The other dudes, y'all just sit out there with your tickets in the chairs and just watch the fight. But that's what we need right there, you know?
Yeah. Don't have too many eggs in this in one basket. Just keep one egg in that basket, and that will be the unified the communicator. You know, everybody's got their bit, and they'll say it to James Ali, and then he'll say it to. It's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of, you know, they're gonna really hone in on the corner on this next fight. You know, they'll have the microphone always so we can hear, because Usyk's corner we won't understand anyway, so they don't tend to have the corner mic on too much for the Russian or the Ukrainian, or unless Spanish, and that's it, because they can translate.
Have we heard anything about Usyk? Has he said anything to anyone?
Nope. Not at the moment.
He has said nada. So I don't know. I think he should be. We don't know. Like I said, Usyk might be here.
Yeah, everyone was saying that he's coming back, but apparently that was fake news.
You know what though? I don't know.
The only reason why I know that is because you, Chan.
Yeah.
You know, he got it from somewhere, so I don't know. I don't know, Shan. But hey, listen, Shan, I'm picking the kids up. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna zoom back in.
Yeah, tap in. Yeah. Thanks, Mal.
All right.
Hi, Coach.
Bitty bit. Yeah, I don't know. Like we said, we don't know.
Cappinger said early in the show, Chan, when you first came on, he sometimes, but in my mind, he's wrong more than he's right.
Yeah, Yeah, because
he's been right sometimes, but he's been wrong as well. Yeah, I agree.
He said nothing now at the minute. His Twitter's mad quiet, so you know, I don't think he's got much to say.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
That was
that makes me laugh all the time. I was like to someone, someone get me that, like, and someone sent it, and then I had to, just like edit it.
You know what?
Like,
It's
that was
like
hilarious when he said that.
another comment, I'm sorry, right quick, Chad. Another comment about that, like every time, like that just reminds me, like you gotta love Caleb's energy before that fight. I think he was kind of like overly compensating because he knew he was gonna lose. like, like.
Yeah, but then in the middle of the fight, he's like, "I respect you. You're good."
Like, am I
shut
good?
up.
They turned into a fanboy.
Am I good? Do you like my power? He was asking Canelo to give him.
He turned into a Canelo fanboy during the fight.
He said, "Pretty good for 21-0, huh?" That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said.
Embarrassing.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
Bro, I'd have been like, if I was Canelo, I'd be like, hey, bro, let's talk and more fighting, all right? So we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, you had that big energy. Listos pe los chingazos, and then you're in the ring like, just like maybe about 2 rounds before you're gonna get knocked out. You then say, oh, do you like my style? Have I got power? Yeah, it's just bad.
He didn't go 11 though. You got to applaud that.
Yeah, I know, but but who does that? Like while you're fighting?
Yeah, I never seen that before. That's the first time I've ever seen something like that.
Asks for like an evaluation to your opponent. Am I good? Tell me I'm good.
Man said, "Let me show you how much I like it."
Like you, bop, 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 bop.
Referee stops the fight.
Referee. Do you ever think that was? I at the time I thought that shouldn't have got waved off. I thought it should have left him to either get up, count out, or just totally knock the fuck out.
You know what that's like? That's like if you're in a relationship with somebody, right? You break up, then you call the person years later and ask if a current lover is better than you were. That's what that reminds me. That's like. I mean,
I get those calls all the time from my exes. I get those calls all the time.
You guys are crazy. Yeah, it was just looking for validation that wasn't necessary to look for. It was just a bit pathetic. And Malcolm Marcel, you said all I'm waiting for is Dillian arbitration hearing, which is imminent. Yeah, and that's supposed to be according to Sporting Icons when he was on Monday. Shouts out to Sporting. He said that's going to be revealed next week.
Jesus, that's still ongoing? How long is that going to take?
Still ongoing. Man. It's still ongoing, man. It's still ongoing.
Like his purse to get more money?
About the split. About the percentage. So they could still change the percentage and be like, nah, bitch, we giving him 45%. Or he's not going to get anything lower than the 20, is he? So it's basically it's kind of like a win-win type of thing.
So if he gets 45%, how much money is he getting?
He'll get so right now he's getting what, 5 milli. He would get
he's getting 7. He's getting a little bit over 7.
No, that's in dollars.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah.
So he would get hang on. Maybe like something like, so out of the 41 milli, he would get, hang on, let me do my maths. He would get like just under like $18 million.
Oh hell yeah, that would be nice.
Which would be about 15 million pounds.
Ooh,
15 million, damn.
Yeah,
that's a nice chunk. That's for sure.
That's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money.
He'll show up to the press conference then.
Yeah,
He'll be there.
He like, bitch, I bought a jet. Yeah, just to come. Yeah. That would be nice. Anything more than the 20%, he's going to be feeling a lot better about. The worst that he can do is say, "No, we're not budging. We're going to rule that you get 20." But in my opinion, I think that they'll budget But you know, they might do a bitch move and go like, all right, we're giving you 22%. We've notched it up 2%. It doesn't have to be 30, doesn't have to be 25, doesn't have to be rounded numbers. They could be bastards and go, all right, arbitrator could rule. We're going to give you 26%, 24%, you know.
But Jerry even respects arbitration. Is that mandatory though?
What do you mean is that mandatory?
If it's written into the contract, yes.
Oh,
okay.
So they might have to. They may have to go with the rules and say, yeah, he absolutely is entitled to at least 30%. I would have thought that's what they were going to do.
That's exactly what they wanted. The fact that arbitration was written into the contract, so Fury didn't have an out.
I thought
what the arbitration was written into the contract, was it? I didn't know that.
The third fight, the arbitration was written into the contract, so Fury didn't have a way out. That's why he had to fight him a third time.
I actually thought
well done. About Dillian Whyte, sorry, the Whyte fight.
I actually thought if you're a interim champion, you're entitled to 45% if it's a mandatory.
But you're talking about
you're entitled to 30
the rules as they go. You know this. This is a fact. The WBC changes the rules as they go. We know this.
Mm-hmm. They do, and they did.
Yep.
No, minimum's 30%. Minimum's 30%, and then maximum 45.
You know what? Hey, you know what's funny? I wouldn't be surprised if, like, let's say, you know, Dillian, like, the winner's supposed to get 10%. If Dillian Whyte wins, the WBC's like, oh yeah, well, you know, that was just a kind of technicality. So you can't have that extra 10%. You know, you just get to keep your what you got.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's a bit sad, but it's taken a bit long. So I think there will be some kind of bomb drop. But Sporting Icons did say it's going to happen next this week or next week. We should get the ruling. So let's see, huh? You know, it may or may not. But I think it's been dragged on long enough now.
Imagine, they're telling Dillian Whyte, oh, by the way, if you win, we'll give you the 10% that you should have had. Like, or maybe 10% will go to Fury if he wins. Like, bro, like, why are you taking the piss for? You're basically doing a bet. You're basically making a bet with Dillian Whyte's half of the split.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, why are they withholding 10% anyway? I don't know, like,
for some winner's pot.
Like, who cares? Like,
I've never heard of this.
Neither. It's only WBC. Like, only the WBC does it, by the way. Only they do it. No other sanctioning body does that. WBC.
They didn't do this for the Wilder Fury fights. They didn't do this for any other fights, to my knowledge. But now for this fight, they hold 10% of the purse.
They may have, because I don't even
know.
But I don't know. But they may have. But if not, but I do know. I am aware they're the only ones that do that. I'm not sure if they do it every fight. Maybe just at their discretion.
Yeah, but this is the first fight of this scope where like they've done something like this, like to my memory.
All they do is keep fucking with Dillian Whyte, really, aren't they? That's all they do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he won. He threw that belt in the trash.
I'd Riddick that. Bo that bitch. That would be gone. Sanctioning fees, no more. That's what they need to do, to be fair. But who knows? Who knows what he's going to do? I'm sure in the next upcoming days we shall see. But
Did you about Chisora the contract or the offer to Andy Ruiz?
He did what?
Chisora made an offer. Chisora's camp made an offer to Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, they want more. And Ruiz want more money.
Oh God!
No, I'm assuming Ruiz gonna fight. He's gonna fight Luis Ortiz more. He's gonna fight Luis Ortiz. Already seen some shit about
it. So he turned down. So he turned down. I bet he's gonna fight Ortiz for not much money. I bet the Chisora offer was more.
Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it for sure. Because Chisora said it. He said, "You want to come to London?" He said.
And he's a bum. He's turned into a bum. After Joshua, he got that Joshua money.
Derek is one of the smartest men in boxing right now. You know, all he's doing is just collecting money for his retirement. He's one of the smartest dudes in boxing.
He's not fighting though. He's not even fighting though.
Yeah, he's
no. He's going to get these fights because Andy needs a fight. Andy needs a fight, and just
turned down a lot of fights. Turned down Ergovic. No.
Right. Just like Andy thought that Chris Arreola was an easy fight. He probably looked at Derek's last fight and said, "Okay, easy fight." Then he gets in there.
That
maybe
would be a hard fight for him. If Arreola dropped him, he'd still win. But I mean,
right. But on paper, he thought it was an easy fight because Chris hasn't fought in I don't know how long, and then he ended up getting dropped, and he got hurt throughout the fight.
Pounds. Like he would have made so much more money than fighting. Who's he fighting? Did you just say Ortiz?
Yeah, Ortiz.
Derek is living a good life right now. If he fights, he's okay. If he doesn't fight, he's okay. But he's gonna get a fight.
Yeah, Derek's already. I mean, I actually picked Ruiz to knock out Arreola when they fought. I mean, that's what I thought would happen. But when Arreola came in like his career lightest at the weigh-in, I said, uh-oh.
Derek rich, man, so he ain't really tripping on too much of nothing.
Yeah, Derek's rich anyway, but he still wants to fight, so he'll have to find another victim, I guess.
I can tell you this: once he retires, Derek is going to be a foodie. He likes to go around and eat these foods, man.
He's always at like a restaurant or.
What's he got, Chan? Like 10 million pounds? Derek can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, I don't know what his net worth is. Must be about that.
Last I heard it was 20 million. So I don't know though.
Is that in dollars or pounds? Is that in dollars or pounds though?
I heard dollars. So that's the last I heard. But that's the last thing I read.
Probably like 17 million pounds. I would have thought he was worth maybe a little bit more than 10 million pounds. Yeah. I would have, See, he's not done bad, has he, guys?
Yeah, 10 million pounds is a lot. I ain't got 10 million pounds. Wish I had.
Yeah, but he might have done more than that. What we're saying? It might be a bit more than that. It might be more like 15 million pounds, because he's been fighting for 20 years. 20 years, and most of the fights have been. As he got up in PPVs.
I think Derek Chisora, he turned pro in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Yeah, just about the same.
But he's been around a long time. 15 now. He's been around a long time. 15 now. So yeah. So.
15 years. Okay.
Because he turned pro in 07, I remember.
Yeah, 2007. Yeah, alongside, and then Wilder was 2008.
Yep. So was Fury as well. 2008 Fury as well.
So they're all from the same era.
Is it true that those David Haye fights are the fights that made him rich?
David Haye fights with Chisora.
Yeah.
Chisora.
Is that
probably that? I think that probably when that triggered his thirst for money and knowing that even though he lost, he's a pay-per-view star. That probably triggered it off from then. Pay-per-view star in the UK as it goes. But yeah, we pay to watch him. He's the highest paid loser in boxing. It's wild. It's wild.
That's what I love about the UK, because a fighter like Derek Chisora in America would be struggling right now.
Yeah, I know.
He would be struggling, but over there, you all love the fact that he fights hard. You love the fact that he fights hard.
Let's take that back.
We just love his dedication.
I just met Gabe Rosado last Saturday at the fights, and he don't look like he's struggling at all.
Gabe is a rarity, though. You can't name anybody else, can you?
Gabe Rosado!
They're both journeymen.
13 losses. I show Kate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're both journeymen.
He's the American. He's the American Puerto Rican Chisora. That's what he is.
Yeah, exactly, AJ. That's what he is. Yep.
Yeah, Derek's
exactly what he is.
So what's Adrian Broner then?
Breaking news. He told me he got a fight.
He beat that boy. He beat that boy.
That kid's undercard. What's his name? Garcia. Ryan Garcia.
What's breaking news? What's breaking news, Shell?
Gabe's fighting on April 9th. He's
Shane Mosley Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting on undercard.
He's fighting Shane Mosley Jr. For real?
Yeah. That's the next fight.
Man, he gonna spark his ass.
You know, Gabe probably sits at home and laughs at Ryan every time he hears about mental illness. He's like, "Have you seen what I've been through? Have you seen what I've been through?"
I think Gabe Rosado gives Sugar Shane's son a run for his money. It's not that
I'm
great.
picking him to win. I got him winning that fight.
I would have Rosado.
That's what I'm saying, Chan. I think
Yeah,
Rosado gonna spark him.
Literally in his
Rosado's
last
gonna
fight,
spark him, bro.
in his last fight, Shane Mosley Jr. went life and death with Jason Quigley and
Jason
lost the split
Quigley.
decision.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Dimitri and Andre sparked him in 2 rounds.
Put your money on Gabe. Put your money on Gabe to beat Shane Jr.
Yeah,
he will. My money's on him.
That's why, Uncle Troy, when you said Shane Mosley Jr., Mr. Moore said it. I was so surprised. I'm like, what the hell? Shane Mosley Jr.? Yeah, he gonna beat him. He's not gonna lose that fight. No way.
I like his dad. Looks cute.
I wish I had a shoe company, man. I would have the Gabe shoe. You know, it's just a tough shoe that. Yeah, it's just a tough shoe that just works through anything.
Shoe. Yeah, it's just a fucking durable shoe that doesn't.
Yeah. I forgot. Did you see the move?
I would have boots and everything. I have boots and everything.
Chan, did you see the move my man Zerto made?
No, what happened?
He said, "Okay, since Canelo snaked my fight, took Bevo off the table, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna challenge Makabu. Take him off the table."
He called out Makabu. That's crazy.
Really?
Makabu.
Yeah, he did.
That sound like a good salad.
Really? And so is that fight going to be accepted? Do you reckon?
I don't know. We got to talk. You got to worry about Don King. Don King might not want to put him in there with Zerto. Yeah. I met Zerto on Saturday. Hey, that dude is like 6'2.5", 6'3". That dude is fucking huge.
You was there on Saturday, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there Saturday watching my man Blair.
Blair Cousin Rocha.
Yeah. What?
I got it.
How did you see
Blair
it?
Got an exclusive for y'all though. I got an exclusive for y'all. Nobody else has this. But you know, we have them coming on April 4th. It's the Battle of the Juniors.
Flare the flag.
No, listen. You know, it's the Battle of the Juniors, and it's a real fight. Rockman Jr. versus Tommy Morrison Jr. They coming on the show April 4th.
Yeah. Do you know what? I called Rock yesterday, actually.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that fight, yeah.
So his son, yeah, I did hear about that fight. Rockman Jr. Is it the immediate one that's the Rockman's firstborn son?
I didn't hear what you said, Shan. What'd you say?
Is it Rockman's firstborn son? Because he's got
Junior, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, I did hear about that.
Tommy Morrison Jr. looked just like his daddy. Just like him.
That's crazy. And when's that fight, Troy?
26th of next month, I believe. I gotta check the poster. Huh?
What network?
I don't know all that yet, but I can find out. I can definitely find out.
Fight? Pulev's brother versus Kovalev. That's interesting to me. I didn't even know Pulev had a brother. I didn't even know that.
I saw Kovalev talking to Radio Raheem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was
Kovalev still boxing?
Yeah, he's moving. Yeah, he's moving up to cruiserweight because he said those last 2 fights at welter. I mean, not welter. Sorry, light heavy. He said they killed him.
The weight.
Yeah, he can't make the weight. Yeah,
I thought he was banned. Is he off his ban then?
He's moving to cruiserweight.
I thought he was done after he lost to Canelo, but he
said he popped dirty again the other day, didn't he?
He popped dirty against he was supposed to fight Bektemir Melikuziev, but he popped dirty in that fight.
I think. Yeah. You know what?
Instead,
must be.
Rosado knocked his ass off.
Yeah.
You know what? If this was 10 years ago, no, this was 10 years ago.
Yeah, he fought Saturday. Really fought. Yeah, he fought.
No. If this was 10 years ago and you told me Kovalev was moving to cruiserweight, I would say okay. But I think his body's just too worn out and he's taking too much punishment. Them dudes up there gonna punish his ass.
Well, you can't make the limit of 190, of 175 no more.
I want to see what happens when he gets hit. That's all I'm gonna judge it. Once he gets hit, that'll tell me all I need to know.
And I think because of the sanctioning, I think there's some difference with him being Russian, that at cruiserweight, there's the sanctioning body that is it the WBA? They're not penalizing Russian fighters. So I think that's why he goes up to cruiserweight and does something under the WBA, because he can still get recognized for it. If I'm
Is it
not wrong,
200 pounds?
cruiser's still 200. Yeah.
Cruiserweight and bridgerweight. You know, how far are they apart in weight?
Cruiserweight and bridgerweight.
Bridgerweight, yeah. Anybody know?
Cruiserweight's 176 to
200
200
to 224. 201 to 224. Bridgerweight.
Yeah, he's gonna make the weight. I seen him in his interview. He looked good. He looks like he's not drained or anything. He looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked good, but his ass gonna get punished.
You think he's gonna get punished?
How old is he right now?
Oh,
How old is he?
Troy, do you know he's fighting?
36.
I don't know who he's fighting, but you know, how old is he right now?
He's fighting
Right. He's fighting Pulov's brother.
Kovalev's 39.
Yeah, and he's taking some punishment. I mean, yeah, man. You know, he couldn't take body shots from Andre Ward. So you know, what do you think will happen when they start beating up his body? Those dudes walk around at 200 plus pounds.
Wow, I didn't know he's 39.
Yeah, I didn't know he's 39.
Even Alita Robert stopped him.
You think his punch resistance is gone, Uncle Troy? That's what you tell me?
Yeah. It's
No. He's a puncher. He's always going to have his punching, but you got to think about timing and everything else.
Resistance.
No, he said his punch resistance.
Yeah, but you got to think about timing and all that. You know, you can't punch nobody if you can't hit him.
Uncle Troy, you just said he can't take a punch. So that's what I'm saying. You think his resistance is off. Yeah, that's what
I said he's going to get punished. That's what I said, and I'm going to stick to that.
You say he can't take
no. I said he's going to get punished. That's exactly what I said. I'm not backing away from it. I said them dudes at cruiserweight going to punish him because these are much bigger men. Much bigger men.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. He said he won a world title, but I don't know. I don't know if he'll get it. But he said he won a world title. Wow. I thought he was done at the Canelo, but he said after he lost to Canelo, he said like a week later he was asking for a rematch, but he said they wouldn't give it to him. And obviously, he won't go fight him again. He beat him. Yeah,
you know, and Puvalev's brother, is this a younger or older brother?
I don't know. He's younger. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna try and take him out. He's gonna try and take him out and make a name for himself because he already got a brother that fought for the heavyweight championship. Now he's trying to dig his own place out in boxing. So you know, expect a knockout in that fight.
We'll see, man. I would like for Kovalev to win, but we'll see.
I couldn't give two
shits. Let me ask this question. Let's just say the fight gets made and Zerto fights Makabu. If he wins, does that get Zerto a Canelo fight?
I don't know, Mr. Moon. Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Is Zerto really? Did he really call? He really called out Makabu, or is he joking?
Yeah, he did. No, he did.
Wow.
He called him out.
Yeah, he got no fight. Both Joe Smith and Better Be, they about to fight June. I don't know what. I forgot the date. They're about to fight, and Bevo's already fighting Canelo.
Well, Zerto had his chance. He could have been a part of that little light heavyweight tournament they was having, but he chose to leave Top Rank. So whatever. That's on him.
The thing was, he fought his way. He fought his way to be the number one contender, the mandatory. But who's going to turn down the Canelo fight? You got a chance to fight Zerto. They got a chance to fight Canelo. Who's going to turn that down?
Charlo.
Now? That means number one, Charlo. Right? I mean, Zerto's number one, right, in the WBA now, right? Or is he number one?
We're gonna talk about the next.
I believe so.
We're gonna talk about the next opponents for Canelo. But guys, I'm wrapping this up. I am starving. I haven't eaten anything, so I need to eat my dinner. I have some jerk chicken and some basmati rice in a Z.
Yes. Look at you. All right, Jen.
Not as good as Troy.
I fucked that up in like 4 minutes.
Yeah, no.
All I heard was jerk. All I heard was jerk chicken, LadyChann. That's all.
Yeah, I did oven jerk, and then we did poutine.
I'm the best. I'll talk to y'all later.
You know, come on. Yeah, I did that.
Okay, so she has the fancy.
All I need is 4 minutes to fuck that shit up.
Yeah. You ain't never gonna find a wife. You keep saying that one, bro. You ain't never gonna find no wife.
It's not 4 minutes. It's okay.
Yeah, I have a good day, man.
You have a good day. I want to thank Troy, AJ All Day, South Londoner, 150 Dream, Electro Jed was all in the building. South Londoner, thank you for joining me, my G.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Thank you, as always. You're always welcome, and you always do tap in when you can. Thank you so much for coming through. And thank you,
Shout out LadyChann.
150, tell them where they can find your ass.
Oh yeah, shit. Y'all subscribe to my channel, 150 Dream Team, all caps, no spaces. I drop tracks and I talk boxing. Shout out to everyone in the chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you, guys. Thank you for Lisa Bell's in the build dizin. OABA OBS in the build dizin. The Fight Doctor is in the build dizin. Antonio Mosley, Mr. S, Virtuoso, Wizard Sleeve. Oh man, there was a few of you. Guys, I need to eat. I have to eat. A bitch gotta eat because I am motherfucking hungry. But I'd like to thank you all for coming through, like the Moe and Woo, as you all did. And just one for the road. You have to have it. We have to take on the words of Caleb Plant.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
How do I find that so hilarious? Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Gian. Listos pe los chingazos. LadyChann has left the build dizzying. Gian. LadyChann.
Fight.